Hey, what's going on? It's your boy SB. I had about a cool 5 minutes to get ready. I was over here ripping, running, you feel me, trying not to trip over stuff. But what's going on, y'all? Hope everybody had a blessed week, man. Hope everybody's week was good. We got 2 more weeks. Let's go. You feel me? I'm feeling like young Tyson over here in his prime, punching these Amazon boxes from corporate. It's been a rough one, but we here though. We here, y'all. 1 second. All right. I'm trying to just get this thing right real quick. Hope everybody had a good week though. Drop it down below if you is this the right thing? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. If you work in overtime still, drop that in there. I heard, yo, this crazy. I heard there's people saying I should have asked the building. I didn't ask what building it was, but people were saying they didn't even they're not even on MET right now. It was only like one person or 2 people I heard say that. But that's pretty crazy just to hear that in general. For somebody to be like, yo, we ain't even got overtime, it's pretty crazy. But what's going on? We got Eddie in the building. What's going on, Eddie? We got the learning trainer in the building. Learning trainer Eddie. Shout out to Eddie. What's good? Good to see you. Good to see you. Eddie said, just in case I fall asleep before this, I want to say what's up, Amazon family, and I hope you are all taking good care of yourself. This is peak. Happy to whatever y'all celebrate. Right? You got so many. You feel me? People. Yeah, I feel you on that. I'm doing a vlog about that too. The political side of the workplace. I'm not gonna say Amazon, but I'm gonna just say the workplace. They get political. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, Eddie. Good seeing you. Or good seeing you in the building. Eddie says, in 2024, join hands, love your neighbor, even though they may be different. And like John Lennon once said, give peace a chance. Those are some real loving words, Eddie. Those are some real nice words. So Eddie said for 2024, let everybody know. Love your neighbor, even though they may be different. That's some good stuff. What if everybody did that? What if everybody loved their neighbor as themselves? You feel me? Like, how different would the world be? I think it would be real different. But I don't want to sound like, I'm just a real critical guy. I just think, what I mean? This would be dope. You feel me? This would be dope. I don't think it's gonna. We're gonna hope for the best. I feel you, Eddie. Let's, everybody, love their neighbor. That sounds good. Giovanni was good, fam. Says, yo, SB, before the start, sending peace and blessings your way and everyone at Amazon this peak. The grind is real. 50 hours a week for me as a driver. Giovanni, shout out to you, fam. That's a fact. See, most people that's tuned into the channel, they on peak either like on the corporate side or in the warehouse. Giovanni's a driver. That is a whole nother ball game. I think that is the worst peak. I've been on the corporate side, I've been in the warehouse, and I've been in a driver. Can I tell you which one is the worst during peak? Corporate. No, but serious. Yeah, I'm serious. Corporate, honestly, to me is the worst. Just because it's mentally, it could just be next level. But that's just mental. At least I'm still sitting in a chair. You feel me? At least I'm not physically hurting my body, which it could physically hurt my body. If it damages me mentally, then what's the use of your body? But just speaking, just being on, just like straight out off the board, I think like the most overall difficult for sure would be the delivery side. During peak, even without peak, it's already crazy. You're dealing with drivers. A lot of people don't know how to drive. They're going on to private properties. You got dogs trying to chase you. Homeowners that don't secure their dogs when somebody's trying to deliver you a package, and chasing drivers and homeowners laughing like it's funny. All these things. And then peak. you're discouraged before you even start on the delivery side. I'm telling you, my van, because you gotta load up your own van. So as you loading it up, as you loading it up, discouragement is just coming on you because discouragement gonna hit you as soon as you see your cages that you gotta load up. You got like 5 of them things. They all, you'll have you'll have maybe 1 cage of envelopes and 4 cages of boxes, gallons of water, cat food, dog food, all this stuff. You just loading your van up, and as you load it, your motivation just drops. You feel me? One by one, you feel me? 99%, 87%, 52%. You leaving the building to go delivery at like 20%, not even 20, a cool 9% motivation by the time you even leave the building. So shout out to all the Amazon delivery drivers out there. I don't think nobody has it as hard as you, and everybody has it. It's challenging for everybody, hands down. I've been there. I was a stower for Peak. Then I've done packing for Peak. I was a PA for Peak. I was an ambassador. I've done indirect roles for Peak. And but then I've also done Peak on the corporate side. And I've done Peak on the delivery side. It's just different, y'all. Imagine going through the peak that you go through, the nonsense, the stress, the workload in the warehouse or in corporate, in the streets by yourself. By yourself, yo. I mean, climbing over boxes. One time, well, I was gonna say one time I almost quit. It was at least 20 times I almost quit there. But I remember, I'm pretty sure it was during that peak time because it was just boxes everywhere. And I think I made a turn, all the boxes in the back. I had it all in order, went all over the place, everything, right? So I'm hot. I parked to I parked to deliver my package, tripping over boxes in the back, falling all over the place. Listen, yes, that rant you deserved, Giovanni, and all the Amazon drivers deserved a 5-minute rant because it's that real for the delivery side. So Giovanni, huge salute to you, man. Huge salute to everybody that's out there grinding during this peak season. I just dropped a vlog yesterday. It was first vlog, regular video that I uploaded for about 4 months now. Thank you everybody who shared it and who dropped comments, showed love and all that stuff. Good looking to you guys. But the response from a lot of people was like, yo, they was feeling it. But I was surprised though. A lot of people was like, yo, yeah, I'm feeling it, but it's not phasing me though. You know what I mean? So I was surprised. Some good feedback though. Some good feedback. Shout out to you, Giovanni. Ren says, yes, sir. What's good, Ren? Good to see you. Good to see you. Keisha. Okay, she got the name back. Let's go, Keisha. She got the name back on there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Who we got? Who we got? Dropping in the chat. Who's in the building? Chop. What's good? Chop, chop. Says still in corporate, man, or did you move to the warehouse? Haven't been updated. Yes, I'm still in the corporate. I feel like I'm kind of stuck right now just because if I don't really want to go back to the warehouse to be a PA, not because I don't like the position. I actually still love that position. I would do it, but I know so much has changed from when I was the PA before I came to corporate. And I'm doing a vlog on that. That's one of the things that I foresee. My opinion, I'm not a representative of the company, I'm not a spokesman, but I believe all these roles are going to have more and more duties put onto them. You know what I mean? Like the regular role of a PA and the regular, like they're gonna have more stuff to do. You know what I mean? So I think me being out the mix, it'll kind of be a little more tougher to go back to that. And I definitely don't want to go back as an AM because I believe, just my opinion, the time that it's going to take to get to that L4 to a L6 now and this time that we're in is going to be longer than what it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I'm kind of just sitting it out. I'm trying to wait to see how this whole stuff plays out in the economy. It's going to be a big, it'll be telling once this holiday season is over and we go back to normal for consumers, just normal spending. You know what I mean? That's going to tell a lot. So if we're looking good at that time, I may shoot my shot, maybe. But it's just when you step into those roles, especially that L4 role, you do take a lot on your plate, and the whole game changes. The game changes when you go into that management position. When you go into salary positions, the game totally changes. You're not really moved up just because like you're approved up. You know what I mean? It's just different. And I don't know if I'm really ready to step back into that. Um, use that takes a lot of energy, which I'm capable of doing, very capable. I would excel, I would kill it. I know all of that, but I don't know. I think I just want to continue to do things on the outside. I'm not a big fan of having all my eggs in a basket no more. You know what I mean? After seeing the whole world shut down and what's coming, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, just being honest, in this world. So it's like, I kind of like having finances come in from other areas. You know what I mean? So I'm in a good position. I'm an L4. You know what I mean? I'm in corporate, make some nice, some decent finances. You know what I mean? And I don't have all the responsibility of looking over a whole team. That takes a lot. I can do it. I've done it. But you know what I mean? I don't know. So at this point, I'm still kind of content um where I'm at right now, but that can change tomorrow. You know what I mean? That can change real quick in corporate. So for right now, I'm just in my, like I say, I'm tucked away in the corner of the ship, in the bottom of the ship, tucked away, and just kind of bracing for impact, see how this impact hits. And then, what I mean, we'll go from there, see how it turns out. But currently, yes, still at corporate at the moment. Shout out to you, Chop. Shout out to everybody tuned in. If you tuned in right now, be sure to hit that like button. If you ain't hit that like button yet, if you ain't subscribed, I don't know why you're not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, but hit that like button one time. Ren says, got my UPT up to cover a full shift. Let's go, Ren. Ren is no longer a UPT warrior. Let's go. That's what I love to hear. Ren, why do I say that? I know I be clowning and joking around with the UPT warrior ninja, but it's a fact. Ren, so many people lose their job due to that reason. Nobody plans to lose their job. Nobody wants to lose their job, but we can easily wake up. Just me, right? Listen, the last week, if I was a UPT ninja, I would have lost my job because we came back to office from not being in the office. We were fully remote for about the last 2 months due to renovations, all that stuff. I came back in the office. The time changed during that 2 months. I'm in Arizona. The time don't change out here, but my site that I cover on corporate is in another state. Their time changed. So I'm going in later now. Every day that I went to work, I only go in the office 2 days a week. Both of those days I was late. And I wasn't expecting it. I left an hour and a half early and was late. Imagine if I was walking around with an hour of UPT. That would suck. You know what I mean? I probably would have been out of a job. Well, actually, no, because I have gotten low before like that. I was a UPT ninja before a few times in my low Amazon history, and you got to move different. You got to wake up extra early. You know what I mean? To avoid accidents on the freeway and all that stuff. So, anyways, Ren, I'm super happy you got out of the UPT ninja. You feel me? Category. Congrats, my dude. You might have just saved yourself your job. You never know what can happen. You know what I mean? So that's what's up, my dude. And then also too, why I love to have, even right now, my UPT is not high. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not balling with the UPT, but I'm not a UPT ninja. My goal and my strategy that I'm using for peak, I'm kind of skimming off the top of my UPT on my overtime days. I'm collecting my UPT on my work days because I work 12-hour shifts. So I'm collecting, it's growing, and then I cut 2 hours every overtime day, 2 to 3 hours, depending how crazy that day is. I'm using my UPT on my overtime days, and while still avoiding that UPT ninja area. You know what I mean? That threshold. So shout out to you, Ren. That's what I love to see, my dude. That's what I love to see. Good stuff. Hey, Richard, what's going on, fam? He says getting ready to start my shift, flex shift at 10:30. Shout out to all the flex workers out there. I think y'all got a great shift. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to the flex workers. My bad. Let me see if I can turn this thing 99. Yeah, that looks cool. All right. Where my little chat go? Shout out to you, Richard. Shout out to you, fam. Thank you much for being tuned in. Everybody who's tuned in, if you haven't yet hit that like button, y'all. Keisha says we've been getting MET, but they canceled it off and on. But I picked up shifts before December got here good. That's what's up, Keisha. Congrats on that. Like I'll be telling everybody, um, be smart. You feel me? Know yourself, know your body, know your mental state. I know that sounds funny, but it's a real thing. Amazon will break you if you're not careful. If you let it, it will break you. That's a fact. I need to do a vlog just on that. Nah, maybe I shouldn't. But if you let them break you, or they'll let you break yourself, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's collect, let's work this MET, but let's be sure mentally we're stable, mentally we're not breaking, mentally we're not overheating. Let's make sure we're, paying attention to the signs. And but one of the best things to combat working so much is getting decent sleep. I'm telling you, that alone does miracles and wonders. So let's make sure everybody, Keisha, me, myself, make sure we getting our sleep out here, make sure we drinking water. I've been lacking, but I got my water right here. Shout out to my water. Shout out to my you feel me, my green juice. But make sure you're drinking that water too. I'm actually getting back in the gym too. I've been consistent the last week. You feel me? Celebrate baby steps, baby steps. You feel me? I don't have Amazon Fitness no more, so I have to stay in the gym. Been pretty consistent this last week. I'm going tonight as well. So I'm excited for that too. But that's a part of, for me, that's a part of my mental. I'm mentally good. But when I work out, you know what I mean? Mentally, it just does something, like working out really does. Of course, there's so many benefits for your body, health wise, but also mentally, working out is official, so I've been starting my routine back up. I already placed vacation for after peak and got it approved. I put it in and went to talk to my manager, like, hey, I put in vacation. You see it? 2 minutes after I put it in. But I'm gonna do a vlog on that. I'm gonna show you guys my vacation days, all that stuff. We're gonna have some little, show y'all my time and all that. That might be next week. I'm back on the uploading. So be on the lookout for that. But shout out to you, Keisha. Keep killing it with that MET. And whenever everybody working overtime, be responsible with your finances. I'm telling you. Hey, got Rogue in the building. Was good, my guy. Good to see you, Rogue. Shout out to corporate. You feel me? Rogue over here on the corporate side. Shout out to Rogue in the building. Rogue, what's up with you, fam? You going on vacation once peak is over? I'm sure everybody's vacation is stacking up right now. Well, no, not everybody. Mine's kind of going up fast. I'm in like 64 hours or something like that. But it's because your time accumulates faster the longer that you've been with the company. So I get 2 hours of vacation time a week. I think it went up. I think I'm at 2.5 or something. I don't know. But um yeah, I'm about to have like 18 days off. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do on one of the vlogs next week, God willing, next week. I'm gonna do it on one of the vlogs. I'm gonna show y'all all the days I'm finna have off. I didn't put 2 of the dates in because I didn't think I was gonna have enough time. But a week passed, boom, 2 more days, 2 more, enough came for me to have 2 more days off. So I'm gonna place that on my next in-office day. Your boy's finna have some time off. You feel me? In 2 weeks, I need it. We all need it. That's the thing. We be working like crazy. This stuff takes a toll on your body. And I was chopping up with the homie the other day, and he was just, I forgot what we was even talking about, but he was just like, yo, you got to rest even spiritually. You feel me? Because he was like, man, you finna go. And then, we talking about, oh, you gonna do this for the vacation? You gonna do this? Listen, I just want to rest. My mind, body, soul, spirit. Actually, no, not my body. I'm gonna be in the gym. But really take this time to rest. I'm not trying to be driving 9 hours. And then, like this vacation is going to be a rest vacation. Shout out to you though, Rogue. CRPR was good. SB Uncle Jeff just did the Lex Fridman podcast. Check it out. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Let's go. Good looking on that, my dude. I have no clue who Lex Fridman is. But I think that's definitely would be something we cover on this channel. So good looking on that, my dude. I may have to do some vlogs on that, respond to some things, depending on what was said on there. Appreciate that. What time is that? I'm gonna timestamp that so I can don't forget. Write that in my notes. All right. Golden. Good looking, my guy. Let me see. K Dub. It says we have been on MET since October next week. Hopefully, will be our first regular week. That's what's up, man. Congrats. Like I always been telling everybody, be responsible with the finances. And I feel you. Like my department has had overtime all year, so it's honestly felt like peak the whole year. Um, but you know, I feel the same way as you. It's gonna feel great having a regular shift. That's gonna feel good because I had a regular shift like last month or the month before that. I think last month, the beginning of last month, something like that. For about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we were on a regular schedule. Felt great. It was needed, but quickly did it pass. But shout out to you, KW. Um, Next week, hopefully, will be your next week. You there? You there? You made it. You feel me? We made it. You there. 1 week, that's gonna fly by. Time has been flying. So that's gonna come quick. Hey, what's good, Jamie? Good to see you in the building. Jamie says, "What up, SB? My bank has been pretty busy too. Everybody trying to get the Christmas cash out, and man, I never even thought about that. That's crazy. But is the traffic real crazy? No, now that most people are digital, you know what I mean? Um, but that's crazy. Trying to get the cash in and out. That's what's up. That's what's up. I haven't even been to the last time I've been to a physical bank is when I needed to. It was probably like it wasn't that long ago. It was probably 4 months ago. But before that, it was like a year. I can't remember. But man, shout out to you, Jamie. That's dope. I think everything is gonna be super crazy. I mean, that's how it usually is when it comes to these the what do they call it? This holiday season, I was gonna go to Cali like right after Christmas because at my building, peak is over right after Christmas, where you can use your vacation again, all that good stuff. I was gonna plan to go to Cali, but I started having flashbacks. You feel me? A traffic, that 10 freeway traffic, nope. 15 freeway traffic, nope. 91 freeway, you crazy. Nope. I'll postpone. So not going to Cali for the holidays. Just because not only is the traffic crazy, I mean that's doable, but you got people driving around drunk. It's just a lot going on in our time, and I'd rather not. I just rather not go with it being so busy. And go like I don't like doing I think I'm old, y'all. I think it's official. I think I'm old. Why is that? I don't like doing anything when it's busy. I don't want to go to the restaurants on a Friday or Saturday. Catch me on a Tuesday at you feel me? Early Tuesday. Maybe no, not even a Wednesday. You feel me? Tuesday or Thursday. Uh, I'll go out. But going somewhere on a Saturday night, nah, negative. Am I old? I may be old, but I'll take that. I don't like going places when it's super busy no more. I don't know. I don't know when that changed, why that changed, but it changed. I'm more of a homebody. But you said you got this, Amazon fam. Thank you so much, Jamie, for tuning in. I'm glad to hear everything's going. Jamie, for those of you guys who don't know, she's been one of the supporters on the channel. She was at Amazon and ended up getting a better job. She works at the bank now, and been handling business over there. So that's what this channel is about, man. This channel is about dreams and motivation. It's about moving forward. It's about excelling. It's about fruit. It's about, growth. So shout out to everybody who's trying to grow, everybody who's trying to be better. And nobody's better than nobody over here. We're all just trying to get better. You know what I mean? We all just trying to continue to excel. So shout out to you, Jamie. Good seeing you in the building. Monster Mix was good, fam. It says peak is almost over. Thank God. That's a fact. He says peak is tough, real talk. Why is it so tough to be a PA in some warehouses? They have you running all over the building. Because PAs to me, they're not the quarterback, but what would you consider? They're the main piece. I know that sounds crazy. If you're not a PA, you wouldn't understand. PAs handle business. They really do the like I've kind of said it like with the AMs, even as a PA, they're chess players. They're making and calling the moves, but the PA really executes, does a lot of the execution. Um, so I think that's one of the reasons why they have us, or have you guys running all over the building, because PAs are the ones that make it happen. The plans and all that stuff may come from up top, but who executes the plans? Who carries them out? It's usually the PAs. You know what I mean? Depending on the PA though. Let's not get it twisted. There's some PAs out there that don't be doing, they don't really be doing much. But shout out, they got the position. Crazy how that happens, but what you say though? You said peak is almost over. Peak is tough. It is, but we almost there. You know what I mean? We almost there, y'all. Like I said, please be responsible with the extra finances that y'all getting. Don't go into any extra debt that's not needed. Don't do that. Don't hurt your pockets and go into debt over Christmas presents. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Now is not the time. We don't know what's going to happen after this holiday season. It's always usually, look at the trend. Look at what happened last year after peak season. Look what happened the year after that after peak season. You feel me? We don't know what's coming down the pipeline for this new year and this new first quarter. So let's be responsible with the extra finances that's coming in. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. But shout out to you, Monster Mix. Sounds like you're a PA over there. So big shout out to you, man. That's one of my favorite positions. I call it the golden position. Not just when it comes, not because it's easy, because it ain't, but man, that's a position that deserves a salute from me. Shout out to the PAs out there, man. It takes a strong mind, a strong person to be a good PA. That's what I said. Shout out to the good PAs out there. Eddie, strangest peak season ever. Started feeling off like record-breaking sales with Black Friday. Facts. Then kind of fizzled out now, picking back up, inbound facing MET till around Valentine's Day in my FC. That's a fact. And that's one thing I stated, I think in the peak video I just put out. Black Friday and Cyber Monday was crazy. I was like, yo, it was crazy for sure. The building that I'm with, we're still seeing high volume. It's not what it was during those, but it's still higher than average. You know what I mean? So I feel you on that. Trey, what's good, fam? It says, when does Amazon hire you permanently if you're a seasonal worker? That will vary. I think that mostly has to do with business need for your building. If they see the need to hire, if the headcount turnover has been high during peak season, a lot of people going negative. They was being UPT ninjas playing defense, fell over the fence and lost their job, and they see head count dropping, then I'm pretty sure they'll probably hire people on as full time. But I you know what I mean? I don't know how that works. I think that it differs per building, per department, the department you're in, all that stuff. Usually, from what I've seen, it usually goes off of business need. Any tips that I would give you, just be sure you don't go over your points as a seasonal worker. So you don't lose your job, and don't get any write-ups. You know what I mean? Just hit your rates, do what you got to do, and don't lose your job, and you should be straight. But shout out to you, Trey. Everybody who's tuned in, be sure to hit the like button if you haven't hit that like button yet. That helps the video out once it's posted. So please hit that like button, y'all. That'll definitely be it'll be appreciated. Why is my thing not popping up on here? My bad. Just trying to check something real quick. That's weird. If you in the building, you ain't hit that like button yet. Hit that like button. Hit the like button if y'all haven't hit it yet. Thank you much, fam. Thank you much. All right. Where we at? Shout out to you, Trey. Shout out to you. Eddie says, Rogue, always good to see you on, fam. Let's go. Trey says, what are the employee benefits at Amazon for a full-time employee, and do full-time workers get paid every week? Full-time employees, everybody gets paid every week. Even when I was a seasonal, I started off as a seasonal, I got paid weekly, unless I'm tripping. We got paid weekly at seasonal, right? I don't know. I don't remember, so don't quote me on that. but you're seasonal, so let me know. But we got paid every week. As a full-time employees for sure. Everybody's getting paid every week. Um, and all the benefits, it kind of goes off of what you want. You get to choose your benefits at the beginning of the year when it's open enrollment. So you just got to stay on the lookout for that you don't miss it. And then you can kind of pick between your dental. They have different ones that you can choose between, medical, all that good stuff. So you kind of determine that your benefits. I've always heard they were good. I've only had to use them once. You know what I mean? So I'm not even that hip on how if it's good or not. But you know, so hope that helps, fam. Keisha says, Trey, they do, but it goes right. And yep, get paid every week. Nice. Rogue says, Eddie, always good to see you. Messi, what's good? Says, hey, back to the original setup. Looks good. Thank you much. Thank you much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Good to see you in the building. Hit that like button, everybody, if you ain't hit that like button yet. And yeah, I don't know. I set up I just did the original setup for today because I don't know. Actually, I do. I think it's because of the thumbnail. The thumbnail looked real, kind of professional. So I was like, well, I gotta have the regular setup. You feel me? I didn't want to have like a pretty cool thumbnail and then the video just be me chilling in the room. So yeah, we back to the regular setup. I don't know, for some reason, the other way though is really way more comfortable. It's not like I'm uncomfortable. I think because I face like that anyways, because I work from home on a hybrid schedule, I'm usually sitting like that anyways. But good to see you, Messi. Kyle, what's good? Good to see you in the building, Kyle. Good to see you in the building. Keisha, Mitch, what up, Mitch? Hey, hey everyone, good to see you. Good to see you, Mitch. Good to see you tuned in. Messi says, nice to see a filled beard keeping you warm. Nah, I mean, I don't know. I've never like paid attention to it. I don't know. It's just there, I don't know. But I mean, I think it's cool. It's all right, It's all right. Appreciate it though. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Keeping you warm. And it'd be cold out here in Arizona. And I live in the desert. Like, I chose not to live in the city. My realtor was trying to get me to go to the city. I was like, nope. I was already approved, pre-approved, everything but nah. You feel me? Way back then. It was about 2 years now. I said, nope. I'm trying to go to the what they call this again? I always forget the rural areas. Because 2 years ago, I was already seeing 2 years ago. I was like, no, I'm not trying to be in the city. It's gonna be wild in the city. And here we are. But it's gonna get more wild, but the reason why I said that, because on top of that, out here in the rural areas, it gets cold. It gets like way colder out here than it does in the city. And the beard, I don't really help that. I don't think it does. Shout out to you though. Mitch says, my goodness, I can't wait till peak is over. I feel you, Mitch. Them hours but time be flying, even on the clock. I'll be like, yo, this is crazy. Especially break. Why breaks feel like they 2.5 minutes? I'll be going on break, and it's like every time I look at my phone, a minute just passed. I can just look, a minute gone. They'd be like, yo, this is crazy. We living in the matrix right now. Break times be going by fast. She says, yes, the PAs do. I work with them as a TDR, and they do a lot and run the show. Facts. PAs is, to me, the most hands-on. Unless you got a good manager. Good manager is always hands-on as well. But everybody got to play their position. I think the position of the PA is to be the most hands-on. And the AM, I don't think they should be as hands-on. I think they need to be watching the field. You know what I mean? Making those chess moves, and making the play. But that's just my opinion. Keisha says, after the new year, I'll be gone for 2 weeks for surgery on my right shoulder. Thanks to Amazon. Not that will be like a mini vacation. You injured your shoulder at Amazon? That's crazy. So you're like I don't know. I should have been keeping track. But at least from the last few months, you're the fourth person on here, or probably like the fifth or sixth person saying that you got injured. That's crazy. I be saying, really watch it out there, y'all. Be careful as much as you can, as we can. I know it's kind of hard. Like, how do you be careful? We actually talked about that on the last stream. Um, just because it's a strenuous job. It's not really like you're lifting 200 pounds all day, but just the strenuous moves, the continuous repetition type of things. It seems like it's prone to cause more injury. Like I say, when I got injured, I was doing light stuff, So, man, that's crazy. I hope your shoulder heals up. Because that's, man, and then surgery for it. That sucks. You know what I mean? So I hope all goes well with that and get well soon with that. But if you say 2 weeks, so at least you'll have some time off. But like you said, dealing with an injury and a surgery, but at least you can be well rested, really relax and all that stuff. So, hope all that goes well. Jamie says there is a lot of people coming to the bank, even though they have become more digital. It's mainly the older folks that come in. We get international student rush too. Okay. Makes sense. Because last time I was there, it was like I just walked in and it was like one person ahead of me. It was low-key dead. And I was able to set up like go talk with somebody in a room. Like I had some stuff to take care of or that I wanted to do. Was able to do everything that day. And usually you have to schedule it before and all that. And it was cool. But but during the holiday season, I can only imagine, you know what I mean? So that's what's up. That's what's up. Always good for your workplace to be busy. You know what I mean? That means there's going to be work for you to do, which we all want, so that's what's up. Eddie says vacation is maxed. UPT maxed 5-day trip in May to Universal Studios Orlando. Okay, Eddie be doing it big. You feel me? Eddie be doing it big. 6 months later, 12 days in Bora Bora. Cannot wait. Eddie be doing it big. That's what's up, Eddie. That's what's up. His vacations maxed, UPT maxed, and a 5-day trip set up in May to Universal Studios Orlando. That's what's up. My vacations not maxed. My UPT is not maxed. My PTO, what PTO is gone and been gone for like the last 5 months. But you feel me? Keep up the fight. I'm still fighting. That's what's up though. Like I said, I'm taking a vacation as well, but I'm not going nowhere. My mind, I'm finna just, rest, But that sounds fun, my dude. Enjoy. That sounds fun right there. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like to hear that. Lakira, what's going on? Says I'm currently seasonal and getting paid weekly. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. Everybody gets paid weekly. So good looking on that info, Lakira. And good to see you. My first time seeing you on here, so thank you much for tuning into the channel. Also, everybody who's tuned in, if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that like button one time for me. Lakeisha says, Lakira, my bad. Says this is my first time working at Amazon. I've been handling peak very well. I'm at a sort center. Nice. Shout out to you. That's good to hear because most people, especially during peak, if they most don't, first off, a gang of people don't make it. I remember my class. You lose a lot of people. I lost most of my class, and it wasn't even peak. Just the turnover rate is usually pretty high with Amazon in general. So I can only imagine what the specific numbers are during peak season. It got to be crazy. So shout out to you for that. And you said you've been handling it very well, so you're going to be good once peak is over. This is the peak season, meaning peak volume. This is where we usually peak out and hit those maximum volumes that these buildings hit during this time. So what in the world? Why look like stuff falling on me? Am I tripping? My bad, y'all. But shout out to you. Shout out to the sort centers out there. I've never been to a sort center. I heard they was dope though. That got me tripping. Yeah. I heard they were dope. I know people that work there. They all say they love it. So congrats. Look here, kill it, take advantage of it, work that overtime. Like I always say, be responsible with the extra finances. Use this company in a good way. I did a blog called that, said use Amazon, use all these companies. What do I mean by that? Use it to better yourself in life. This is a job that usually has a lot of MET, a lot of overtime. A lot of jobs don't have that. You know what I mean? To me, this job is great to set yourself up for success in the real world, in your real life situations, paying off debt, getting yourself in a position. I'm pretty sure you have some hobby or something you like to do. Use the extra finances, you know what I mean, to invest in that and to do that. Um, but anyways, shout out to you. If you handling business during peak and you got it, you're gonna be straight in the regular season. Keisha says peak is hecked in the delivery station. Pff, I can only imagine. Like I said, I've done peak as a driver. Man, you feel me? Man, I don't know how these folks do it. They be doing it. It's that's some next level stuff right there. But shout out to y'all. Like I can only imagine all the stuff you do. You guys on the Amazon side, loading up all those totes and all that bags and getting the carts ready. I know the volume is crazy, but also them drivers though. Crazy. Keisha says, yes, it was a work-related injury. Man, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Those things are the worst. Trey says, what is the rule for wearing earbuds? I believe you're not supposed to be wearing them things at all. I don't think you're not supposed to have those at all on the floor. I don't even know if those is good in the break room. Somebody drop let us know on that. Somebody in the FC. But I would, especially while you're working, don't do it. Even if you see other people doing it, don't do it. Because just because other people get away with doing stuff does not mean you will get away with it. Does not mean I will get away with it. There's stuff that I see people do, and people be giving them the blind eye all day. Don't mean I'm gonna do it though. You feel me? Because I know I'm not gonna get no blind eye, you know. So just my heads up for me. I've been a PA, so I've been behind the scenes. Don't do it, fam. Don't try to get away with it. I mean, if you do, you do. You know, you do. There's people who do it. You know, they, whether their manager lets them do it or however that goes. Somebody's looking away, obviously, and I know how it is. There's sometimes there's AMs like, yo, I don't really care what people do, as long as you get the job done. They're out there for sure. But the thing is, like, I just had somebody comment, or was it I don't even. I get a gang of comments. So I don't know if it was from the last stream or where it was from, but somebody was talking about that they usually can wear their earbuds, but they end up getting a write-up from somebody, another manager from the other side of the building. And I told them, I've seen that happen before. I've seen that. I've seen that in real time. Was it me? It wasn't me because I don't even, only time I got a write-up was off of productivity, not productivity. What's the other one? It's productivity, quality when I first started. But I've never gotten a write up for having a headphone to use my phone like that. But so I think it's a PA though. Somebody on my team, I think, got one. And our, one of our managers, one of the managers I had, they didn't really care what the associates was doing, as long as they was getting a job done. But a manager from a whole other department was going to break or something like that, or leaving, and seen him, went out of his way to go into our department and write up somebody's associate. You know what I mean? So it can happen. And now if you're doing, and the reason why you don't want that to happen, you do not want to collect any write-ups. You know what I mean? Just because you want to say you don't want to get them, period. But you really don't want to get one just in case you do get one, so you definitely don't want two. And the reason why is because I think the third one is your final one. So the best thing is to stay away from all write-ups, especially if you have a desire to do anything in the company. Most people don't, so there's nothing wrong with that at all. But even little things when it comes to like being a indirect or being an ambassador, that's not the rule. But I've seen people try to use that. Oh, you got to write up. So they usually do that to try to keep people out of stuff. Just my opinion. So it's just always good. Try your best to not, to not even get a write up. So I wouldn't do the whole earbud thing. I wouldn't do it because I've seen it where people turn a blind eye to somebody else and will get you for it. And you don't know who's who. You know what I mean? Trey, are you at the delivery station? If you are, earbuds aren't allowed. I think that's just an Amazon thing, just being honest. I think it's the same thing in the FC as well. Um, yeah, they don't be because you gotta think Amazon already got a bad rap for injuries. And then people walking around with earbuds in, you feel me, not hearing and not what's going on. I know that's not a great argument because there's people obviously who work for the company that they can't hear. So why not allow us to have earbuds? But I just think that's, I don't know. I don't know. Ask, I've never worked in fulfillment. One CWB says, real talk for real. You got to be careful with that. That goes down from the earbuds. That goes down from using your phone. That goes down to people talking. I've seen a whole lot in these Amazon streets. You feel me? I'm not a rookie. I didn't been here for some years. PA, store, outbound, ambassador, all that stuff. So I've seen a whole lot of situations play out. Let me tell you something. The workplace is not fair. It's not fair. That sounds like a cool little vlog right there. I might have to do that. The workplace is not fair. And you don't know, like I just said, you don't know who's who. I've seen people be next to people who talk all the time and they talking, but then they get to talking, somebody else gets to talking because they seen somebody else talking and they get in trouble. You feel me? Like that's just the way it be going. You just got to be careful and just listen to rules. Amazon got a gang of rules. They got a gang of standard of work. And that's why I be like, yo, it's almost like if they want you gone, it's like they can get you on something. You know what I mean? It's so much. And it kind of be looking like, from my experience, from what I've seen, that's what it kind of be looking like sometimes. Like they'll let certain people slide, but certain people, they be like, up, nope, this, up, you did this, up, you did this. So my thing is obey the rules, even when you see people breaking them, because you just never know. Lakira says, so far the sort center is not bad. It's very easy, and I've already been trained in a few different things already. Been here almost 2 months. Most of the PAs love me. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's always dope, getting some other things under your belt, getting trained in other things, getting that knowledge of everything's, knowing the way stuff operates. That's official. And then when you got your team behind you, you got PAs that's behind you, you got AMs, you got them ops managers. When you start to get them eyes on you, that's when usually your PA or your AM be like, hey, you ever thought about being an ambassador? Or you ever thought about being a PG or being a PA? That's usually how it goes. So you on the right track. You've been there for how long? You say almost 2 months. Keep killing it. Whatever, that's if you have the desire to move up, if you have a desire to, a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to go there to work, and that's okay as well. But you're doing great though for 2 months. That's what's up. That's what's up. I would try to say, and I always encourage people, know what you want. You know what I mean? Know what you want so you can know how to move. The earlier, the better. Know what you want so you can know how to move. The earlier, the better. I had to move different once I was especially once I knew the route I was going to take. I was like, yeah, I got to move different. And, at first I was always in the lunchroom during lunch breaks. I'm chilling with all the groups, everybody, we all chopping it up. But, once I knew what I wanted, I need that position right there. And then, people get to know you. At first, everybody's cool, blah, 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 blah. But then they see when my work ethic is challenging people, and not on purpose. It's not like I was challenging people. I just wanted to get into this position. I was killing everything that was threatening to certain people. So, it's just it's a whole lot in the workplace. But know what you want, and the earlier you know, the better, and move accordingly. It's sad, and it's not all workplaces all the time, but it's sad though. You can't just move any type of way when you're trying to move up, because you got haters in the workplace. It's crazy. People, especially Amazon. Woo! Amazon is one of the craziest workplaces I've ever worked at. but it makes sense. Why do I say that? Because look at the workforce. It's a gang of people there. You know what I mean? I don't think I've worked any other job where I'm working with such a, a team that big. An average floor of almost any department is what, 30 people, 40 people, 50 people, 60 people. The number can just continue to grow and grow and grow. So it's bound to have, certain different things go on. But anyways, congrats to you. Keep killing it. And like I said, that's for everybody. Know where you want to go, so you can move accordingly. GTC was good. Say what's good, everyone in SB chat. Sending in lunch break. Happy peak season, everyone. Mass labor sharing picking department doing 12-hour shifts. 12 hours in the fulfillment center. Look, I can't even whistle. That's deep. I do 12 hours sitting down on corporate. 12 hours. Was we doing 12 in the fulfillment centers? I thought we was doing 11s. I was a PA, so I was doing 12s. I had to get there earlier. Yeah, we was doing 12s. Man, I didn't came a long way. That's a whole lot. That stuff was work. I can't even lie. That stuff was work. Shout out to you, GTC Cherry Red 73. Salute to you and everybody out there who's putting in them hours. That is a lot to be standing on your feet and moving around all day. Shout out to y'all. And you said you over there during lunch break, man. That's what's up. Thank you much for tuning in. And so GTC Cherry Red and everybody tuned in. If you ain't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Let me see where the likes at right now. All right, we at 13 likes right now. So if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button for your boy. It helps the video out. Once it publishes after the live. Oh, we're at 17. Nice. So if you haven't liked it yet, be sure to like it. It helps the video out, y'all. Thank you. Let me see. All right. Lakira says, and I joined Amazon for the flexibility to be able to work. See, look at there we go. Work on my business that I'm trying to get off the ground. I didn't want something long term. Lakira, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, I think no lie at all. I think Amazon is one of the dopest jobs to work at for that specific reason. For this reason, what other job is better to work than Amazon? If you have a business that you're trying to get off the ground, I don't think there's another one. Now, of course, we go into a career and all that stuff for sure. But at Amazon, you can have so little responsibility. You feel me? It can just be you as a regular associate doing your task for the day, and you can make some nice income. You know what I mean? Usually, you have to get higher up in any company to really start to see and receive financial benefits in any company. You know what I mean? You really got to put in that time and you got to move up that ladder. And then what happens when you move up that ladder? Responsibility, a lot of it. And you actually got to put on more than what you are required to, because that's how it is when you climb the ladder. You're not just doing your work, you're doing your work and your superior's work. You know what I mean? You're doing their work, so you move up. That's just how it works. You're always doing extra, you're always doing more. You always have more on your plate when you climb up the ladder. So yeah, there's so much. It's so dope, man. Like most jobs, I'm saying, I think that's one of the reasons that I loved it so much. I seen that when I first came and I just saw how the operations, not of the building, but of how much overtime. And I can get into this position, get a few more dollars, and even a few more dollars will make a big difference. Boom. And you feel me? I got blessed with a new home. Like I qualified as a home to buy a home. It really helped me set myself up for success in life. That's why I always be trying to tell people, use this company. You feel me? Use this company. All these companies. And especially having your own business, use this company for whatever you're doing. So shout out to you. That's some good stuff right there. Yes, the flexibility, amazing. It's super dope. Like even me, like that's one of the things I do like about corporate. My schedule is it's like the last 7 months. Granted, we've been having nothing but overtime, but on our regular schedule, whenever the work dies down, we work 4 days 1 week, have 3 days off. Then the next week we have 3 days. We work 3 days and have 4 days off. That's official. You know what I mean? So use it. I know I'm going to continue to do so to capitalize off it for whatever you need to get done. Trey says, Are Apple Watches allowed? Someone told me that phones aren't allowed, which makes sense, but watch, I'm not sure. I think phones are still allowed. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. I thought phones were still allowed. I could be wrong. But Apple Watches, I've always seen those. And I was in Amazon when it was strict on everything. I was in the warehouse and people had Apple Watches in. So Apple Watches, you should be good with that for sure. It's a watch, you know what I mean? So you should be you're good on that. But phones, I don't think they took that away. I could be wrong though. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. Family TV was good. Fam says, "Hey SB, longtime viewer. What would you say that the best way to transition into a remote position?" Hmm. I think the best way is to find out which position is remote. But that's the hardest part. When it comes to Amazon, trying to get information on certain positions, unless you know somebody in that position, it's almost impossible. Like they'll show you, you go to what's our little thing called? You go to job finder, right? Through A to Z. You check in the job finder. All the descriptions, the descriptions that I had for corporate, it was totally different from what they said on the descriptions. I was ready to quit the third day. You feel me? I was like, take me back to the warehouse, coach. I didn't sign up for this. Couldn't get out and ain't been able to get out since. But I digress. That's another topic. Really suggest that you have to know. You don't have to, but like I put myself in that position. If I wanted to try to find another remote position in Amazon, I can't. I feel I can't trust Job Finder. Y'all done lied to me already. Just my opinion. But what you can do, here's something you can do. When you go to Job Finder, look through the different positions. That shows the hiring manager on there. Reach out to them. You know what I mean, and ask them. Now, do they even know? I don't know. Because like I'm saying, when I came to corporate, me and a whole lot of other people was like, yo, even down to the schedule. They didn't tell us about the schedule. 4 days on, 3 days off, 3 days on, 4 days off. They didn't tell us that. Like because it's just it's hard to go off of what you see on Job Finder. But that's the best thing I can say. Reach out to the hiring manager. I think that'd be the best thing. Or know somebody personally in that position. Oh, and Family TV, good looking on just checking out the channel. I know you say you're a long time viewer, so definitely appreciate the support. Thank you much, man. Thank you much. Appreciate that. Jamie says, have you been going to the gym during this peak season, SB? I actually started last week. I had to. What happened? I was doing something somewhere. I forgot. But I just felt it. Like I'm very aware on how my body operates and how it feels in normal operations. You know what I mean? On the way that it should be feeling. I'm very aware of that because I've had times where I push my body to the limits a lot. So I know how it feels on a normal basis. It started feeling weird, and I knew what it was from. I was like, yeah, I got to get in this gym. Um, like I'm saying, that's one reason why I really believe the corporate life, not just Amazon, corporate in general, is not healthy. You're like, especially me, I sit down 12 hours out of the day. Honestly, probably about 15 hours because I sit down to drive to work. I sit down on my breaks. I sit down for the 12 hours. I sit down to drive back to home, you know, and our bodies, one of those sayings that's super dope, a body in motion, a body that stays in motion. What is it? Body in motion stays in motion. Our cardiovascular system is something that we got to keep our blood flowing, and you don't do that in corporate. So yes, I just got back on it. Like I'm going to the gym tonight after this live. I'm going to the gym tomorrow. Good thing about corporate though, we do have a gym, but it's like I don't ever get to use it that much. I get a quick little it's like I get a few sets in, you know what I mean, during lunch. So I try to do my thing at the job, but you know, but yeah, it's I'm back on the gym for sure, for sure. And then I only have 3 more weeks of peak. So after that, it's gonna get scary. I mean, like I'm probably gonna get like big again, like big like I was. That's the hard part. Once I turn on, I focus in, the hard thing is pulling back. I have a bad, or I guess a good habit, depending on what I'm dealing with. I have a great habit of narrow focus and narrowing in, focusing in on something to a dangerous level. Like it's like an unhealthy level. The last time I was focused in on working out, super big, you know what I mean? Gained the most weight and was just it's just, you know what I mean? It's crazy. But my thing has always been that. And the hard part, or the thing that's challenging that I have to deal with that, is the balance. You know, then I have to balance other things in life. So but yeah, for that question, I am back in the gym. And you know, once this peak season's over, I'm gonna be doing it during peak season, but it's gonna get even more after peak season. So I'm excited for that. Um, because yeah, if you can build a habit during peak season, afterwards it's cake. You know what I mean? The hard time is during peak season doing anything, you know. But I already feel better just you know the days I've been back in the gym. So back in there for sure, full effect. Um, what is that best one? Okay, wait, transfer to remote position front with Amazon. Okay, yeah. So I just answered that one. Through A to Z, reach out to the recruiters on there, and because I don't think on A to Z, I don't think any of the positions actually say remote. I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing that. Like I said, reach out to the recruiters, and they should be able to let you know. Kiki, Kiki, do you love me? That's funny. Apple Watch is fine. Everybody got them and be using them, right? That's even when I was back in the warehouse, I seen people with those. But Kiki, that's just funny. Are you guys allowed to have phones? You guys are still allowed to have phones in there, right? I don't think they took that away yet. Trey says, my first day is Monday and I'm nervous. What are some good tips and tricks to have longevity within the company? As I was just saying, Trey, I think one of the most important things is know what you want. Are you going there to move up, or are you going there just to get a paycheck, or you know, just to be a good worker and not move up? You know what I mean? Like, are you trying to climb the ladder, or you're just trying to, you know, come up? I think that's important. But other than that, I did a vlog and it's called Tips to Get Promotion at Amazon. Check that out. It's on my page. Um, and to have longevity, it's honestly not that hard. Don't go negative on your UPT. You know, that's one of the main things. Don't go negative. And safety is another big reason. I did a vlog on that too. It's called the top 5 reasons people get fired from Amazon or something like that. Check my page for that. And I go over those things and just watch out for those things. But the main thing is usually that UPT, people going negative, or you know, people doing goofy stuff. I've seen so many people get fired for safety reasons as well. So long as you can conduct yourself as a responsible adult that's there to work and not there to be a clown, you're not there to, you know what I mean, for any other reason except get paid and do what you got to do, then you'll be straight. Black Panther Gamer says phones are allowed but can't be used while on the floor. You got to step off the floor. Okay, that makes sense right there. So who was asking for that? Was that Trey? Yeah, that was Trey. Yeah, so you are allowed to have your phones, but if you want to use them or text or whatever, you got to step off the floor. And then when you get there, they're gonna ask a million questions. When you first get there, you're gonna be with an ambassador, and even before you're with your ambassador, you'll be with who are you with? Who does that? I think it's a manager. You're gonna different managers are gonna come into the little orientation and say a few things. Ask them right there. Hey, what's the deal with the phones? I want to make sure I don't mess up, cross the boundaries. What's the deal with the phones? Um, but then also, Trey, you said that would you say you're nervous? Ain't nothing to be nervous about, fam. Honestly, one of the biggest things too, besides not going negative, your mindset. Going there with a positive mindset. So many people going there ready to complain, already a lazy mindset going into the job. If you go in there with a positive mindset, you'll honestly set yourself apart from probably half the group, maybe even more than half, just being honest. I didn't know nothing about the job or nothing about nothing at Amazon when I first went. But one thing I knew, I was like, yo, I'm finna get it. I'm gonna win. And that set me apart the whole class. Like there's people there way more qualified than me, way smarter, all this other stuff. But I was the one who had my mind fixed on, yo, this is gonna be great for me. I'm gonna get the job done, had a positive mindset. Literally, the whole class always wanted to be around me because of the way that I was, my outlook towards the situation. So Trey, that's one of the first things, man. Make sure you keep your keep that mindset positive and motivated. What's going on, fam? Was that solid eyes? Shout out to you. What's good, fam? Says just watch the peak season video. Peak seems to be slowing down. Our DSP owner said work times are changing and cycle zero routes are coming to an end. I mean, that sounds good, right? That sounds like good news to me, especially on the DSP side. But yeah, if you're looking for that overtime, it may be bad news. That's crazy for it to be ending now on the 14th. We should be going strong until January. You know what I mean? In my opinion, because Christmas time. So if you guys are slowing down now, that's pretty deep. What state are you in? What state and city are you in? Because that always is going to play a part too. If you're in a metropolitan area, you in a big city, is usually going to be busy because the only reason we have work is for the consumers that's spending in that city, or spending in that area. So we should my bad. What did you say? That plays a part when it does come to the workflow. But to be slowing down this early, I think that's pretty crazy. Hey, Pat the Gamer, what's going on? Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you, fam. Hope all is well with you. Hope all is blessed with you, my dude. Good to see you in the building. Whoops. How do I take those off? All right. But yeah, so upcoming vlogs for this week. I got a vlog. What is it called? I don't even know if I should. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. But I am gonna be dropping some vlogs this week, you guys. I just uploaded one yesterday, so I will, at least try to do 2 out the week or 3, hopefully, just to start off right now while we're still in peak, so I don't overdo myself. And then after peak, really try to like start pumping them things out. We'll see how that turns out. But for sure, it's looking like 2 this week, 2 or 3. We'll see how it goes. Solid Eye says he said after Christmas, but we're in California. I've been working 5 days since peak, really starting to be worn out. Yeah, so that's when it's usually that's when it usually slows down. After Christmas, and low key, sometimes it stretches a few more weeks, because we have a lot of to do like a New Year's sale right after Christmas. So it usually stretches out. But he said after Christmas, but we're in California. I've been working 5 days since peak, really starting to be worn out. Like I've been saying too, make sure you're trying your best to get your sleep. That plays a big part, especially when we're doing these MET days, working all this overtime. Be sure to get your sleep, fam. And avoid, because that's the one thing that sucks. Once you hit that burnout, that burnout hurts. It really sets you back, at least me. So you definitely want to try to prevent that burnout. I actually did a vlog on that too. I forgot what it's called. I think I just called, if you type in SB burnout, it should pop up. But yeah, we only got like 2 weeks left, fam. So really try your best to be disciplined with your sleep, be disciplined drinking your water, making sure you're eating right. So you're good, only a few weeks left. And yeah, especially those fulfillment centers out there in California, it's usually, I think that's the busiest one I've been. Yeah, because that's all I've been. I've only been the ones in California, but the sites that I deal with in corporate are not always in California. But like LGB3, monster, you know what I mean? Monster during peak season. BFL1, they push crazy units. Sand 3, they be pushing crazy units. It's Cali, you feel me? So you got this, fam. Only a few weeks left. Rico said, as B, do you have an L4 video? I want to make AM by the end of 2024. Thank you. Do I have one? Like what though? I know I've made a few videos, but it wasn't like how to get into it or nothing like that. Because I'm an L4 for corporate, but I'm not an L4 manager. But I did end up going, getting the interview and all that stuff for an L4 manager. Um, so I'm not really sure in what context you're talking about. Um, but by the end of 2024, you can definitely be in the position to do so. Well, how long? Where are you at now, though? Honestly, because you should um, you need at least 2 years if you don't have your bachelor's. Um, but believe it, it's sad to say, it really is, or it's not, because I mean it only makes sense. You got to make sure you got to be connected. It's like you got to politic. Just being real, you really no islands moving up the ladder. Islands, people can come in, and I've seen people come in and be an island, but moving up the ladder and being an island, you not as that ain't really, that's doesn't really happen. Um, because you got to be plugged in, you have to be a part of the team. So that's one of the first things, getting connected to your team, and um to the point that they believe in you. You know what I mean? Like, they see your work ethic, and it's not even just your work ethic. Honestly, that's a part of it. It's really about you as a person, because you got to think, who would want to work with somebody that has a bad attitude? Who would want to work with somebody that's difficult to work with? Nobody. And once people get into that position, is like, people ain't trying to be working with that. So I think that's one of the things to do. Really start to let your manager know you want to be in the position, um, and then ask them, "Hey, I'm trying to get in a position for this L4 position. What steps should I take to best prepare myself?" I said that tip for the regular promotion, any promotion, honestly, because your manager low key is going to help you. They're going to help you get in position. And then when they tell you, all right, do this, boom, you go do this and do this, then come back. Hey, I did this and this. What's next? Okay, let's get you to do this. Boom, boom, boom. Come back. I did that. All right. Well, have you started working on your resume? And you know what I mean? Those type of things. So I think the first thing starts off is letting your manager know and asking them for that same question. What do I need to do to get in position to get into this L4? And at that point, they'll start to talk to their ops. Oh man, Rico. Yeah, Rico said he wanted to get into the L4 position. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, really? Oh man, that's what's up. All right, we'll keep our eye on them. You know what I mean? And then at that point, they'll start watching you, start asking you to do, other things to prove yourself. Not to prove yourself, but they're not gonna say it like that. But yeah, getting into that L4 position from internally is way more than just skills. Honestly, skills is like 30% of it. I would say. I know that sounds crazy, but I've seen the most skillful people and them not get it. Honestly, could I be honest? The ones that I've seen get it was like the most yes men. I'm just saying, not like that. I know that sounds crazy, but the ones that don't challenge nothing, the ones that just, like, really just jump the highest when they're told to jump. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. But the ones that I've seen having a challenge to get into that position are really like mentally strong people. that sounds crazy, but I'm just saying. And people that are really leaders, I've seen PAs that were leaders. I mean, solid. It seemed like it was always harder for them to get into that L4 position. Crazy. So I don't know. Like I was saying though, talk to your L4 and ask him that. You know what I mean? What position or what steps do I have to do to get in position for that L4? He's going to give you some steps. Do those steps. Go back to him. Let him know it's done. Repeat the process. Pat the Gamer, how's it going? What is going? Oh, wait. I thought I just. Oh, yeah, he did. I think he's saying hi to everybody. Good to see you, Pat. Good to see you, fam. Good to see you in the building. Can't wait till Pat's up in here like, yo, I got my L4. Let's go. You feel me? Pat gonna get it. Jamie says, I saw the video you uploaded yesterday. I was happy to see that you uploaded and loved watching it. Gave it a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Jamie. Appreciate you. Like I said, I'm back to uploading. I'm gonna start off You know what I mean? Start off light, like I said, like 3 videos a week, hopefully 3 videos. And then after peak is over, I think I'm gonna try to turn up. Like I'm gonna try to turn it up like how I was. Like I used to drop like almost daily videos and shorts. And it was to the point where I almost hit 100,000 views. I was almost at 100,000 views monthly, which is super dope for a channel my size. It's really good. Um, so but I still, like I said, I have my faith channel as well. So that's one thing I didn't want to do. I didn't want to stifle the growth over there. Um, but I think I found a nice little balance though. So thank you much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you threw the thumbs up on there. Definitely gonna have some more coming this week. So good looking. Appreciate that. And I'm not even gonna lie, once I start posting a lot more, I'm gonna be, and it sounds corny. It does. Like as I'm about to say, I was like, oh, that just don't even sound right. Not movie reviews, but like, all right. So I seen there's this movie called, I'm pretty sure y'all heard of it. They clone Tyrone, right? It's some stuff on that movie, and I want to talk about it. You feel me? I'm a critical thinker. I think different. So when I saw that video, like the reason why I saw it is because my friends was like, "Hey, SB, you need to see this video." Man, what movie you talking about? You ever heard of They Clone Tyrone? First thing I did was laugh. That was like that name, hilarious. They Clone Tyrone, bro. Does it look like I'm gonna watch a movie called They Clone Tyrone? But then I watched it. And so anyways, that like I'm gonna do my thoughts on that movie on this channel. Not yet. It'll probably be most likely be in January when I really start pumping videos out like crazy. Um, and then like there's a movie that just came out. It's called, what is it called? It's something America, and it's like on the same thing. It's like on some, the end, not the end of the world, but like what's going on in our country right now. It just came out on Netflix. It's called, what is it called? Not leaving America. It's called something America. Everybody's talking about it. All the critical thinkers is talking about it. I'm gonna give my little take on there. So I'm gonna have more, content on this channel. Like I said, I just got my firearm, or got a few new firearms. I got my little, this little thing right here, my little target practice thing. So I'm gonna have some firearm content on here, going to the range and all that. So I hope all the other content, everybody enjoys that as well. But for everybody that's been supporting, man, thank you much. The channel is still growing. You know what I mean? We're already at 7,100 subscribers, over 1 million total views. As I said on the last or a few lives ago, you feel me? What's that? Hard work pays off. Got over 1 million total collective streams off of all the platforms, which is crazy. Um, Instagram, it has like 16.5 thousand shares on the reels. TikTok got something crazy as well. Facebook. So this channel has definitely been a blessing, and going to continue to push it to the limit. But just had to handle business first with the Lord, you know what I mean? But I'm back, I'm back. Pat the Gamer says, I definitely feel burnt already, but I can't have my vacation. You can't have your vacation next year? Why is that? And then in what you say, you feel burnt already, my dude, at least, hey, we at the end. You feel me? A few weeks left, fam. Hang on. Trust me, I feel you. I feel it as well. I feel it as well, but we only got a few weeks left. So we got to stick it out. We got to continue to go. We got this, my dude. Wax, what's good? Says, yo, as B, what's good, fam? Good to see you tuned in. Everybody that's tuned in, if you haven't hit that like button yet, I'm finna sip on my green juice and hit the like button if y'all ain't hit that like button yet. I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, ugh, I ain't drinking that. Somebody's like, yo, you need to try this. I said, you crazy. That sewer water? That's what I used to call it. Nah, I'll be down in it. That mug is bomb. Shout out to you, Wax. So Rico said, prep video like the L3. Probably not, because it was so long ago since I was there. And like I said, I was in a position to where it's like you, and I think this is the best position and way to get into that L4 is when they're pulling you to do it. You know what I mean? Like my team was like, yo, opening is coming, and they literally was leading the way. All right, let me see your resume. Showed it to him. Oh, for sure, you straight. All right, you got your stories. Let me see your stories. It's not really too much that you can do to prepare, honestly. Like I'm saying, when you breaking through that glass, that ceiling of going into salary is not really much on your end as much as it is their end. It's not as much as you breaking down the door than it is them letting you in the door. That's the best way I think I can put it. You can be as strong as you want. You can have them thunder thighs. You feel me? You ain't kicking that door in. You have to be let in that door. That's a fact. Oh, I can't say that. That's my opinion. That's my strong opinion. I'm not a representative of the company, but from what I've seen the most qualified. I've seen monsters, like in a good way. I've seen people that was a beast. And I remember one person trained me for my interview, not for my AM interview, but my PA interview. There's a person that trained me. As she was helping me, I'm like, hold on. Why are you not in this interview? This interview class that's coming up. They were like, and the person laughed, like, it's politics. You know what I mean? So I think that's the best way to put it. I think when it comes to that L4 salary door internally, I don't think you enter in that door. I think you're let in that door. That's just my opinion though. So the best way you can prep, I think, is like you have to be on board with your team. That's just my opinion. So as I was saying before, talk to your manager. Hey, what do I need to do to get in position, and follow his steps? Follow his steps. If you can get into, to know the ops manager, like me, I knew the op manager as a tier one. I knew my ops manager as an ambassador. I knew my ops manager when I was like before I was an ambassador, when I was just a indirect. Why is that? That's how much noise I was making as an associate. I knew the ops manager as just a regular indirect. At that point, I was already on his radar. I was like, yo, he would always come, hey, how you, man, you good? Man, what's good? Just want to check in with you. And people, because I was stowing, and the ops would pull up. And the manager's always around the ops, flocking around, flocking around them like little birds. Shout out to everybody though. I know how it goes. Anyways, pull up. So it's like 4 managers, and the ops like, hey, what's good, SB? You straight, man? Just want to check in with you. Blah, 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 blah. This whole time, all the other workers, like, they're actually working now. They like, oh man, what's going on over there? And they see us laughing and stuff. They're like, oh, snaps, what in the world? And they leave. They're like, yo, what happened? Oh, he just checking up. Oh, he just, you know what I mean? So I believe you're let in that door. Of course, you're still gonna have to go in the interview and all that. But when you're endorsed, you need the endorsement. You need the endorsement of your ops. I don't know. I guess your manager, of course, for your ops. But that's what I'm saying. If you like get locked in with your ops, you got this. So you're at L3 already, 9 months plugged in, and you're saying some important things. So now listen, when you're in L3, it's just a waiting game. Actually, I'll tell you, it's a waiting game, but it could be a dead end too. I know it sounds crazy, but I've seen some L3s, the best L3s I've seen, not be able to get into that L4 position. I believe is because they was just too much of a threat. I know it sounds crazy. And then that's not always a threat. Sometimes an L3 can be so strong, they don't know who do we replace this person with. You can be too strong in a position that no one can replace you. So now you're gonna have to stay in that position a little longer. I've seen that. People have been too strong in a position to be replaced. We can't promote them right now. Why can't we promote him? Well, who's going to take his spot? That's a PA spot. PAs are the hands-on. They are the executors of the plan. They are the make it or break it factor. That's a good PA. So it's being that strong as a PA, I have seen that put a delay on people's promotion as well. Um, but that's what I'm saying. It can go all different type of ways. But even the ones that I've seen that was, he was a super strong PA and he ended up getting his promotion. The reason why, my dude was so plugged in to the team. You feel me? The ops and everybody. He was plugged in. But I've seen very strong PAs, and the ones that I've seen that didn't move up were the ones who kind of had a strong their strong opinions on things. They would still they would kill the job. I mean, beast. But sometimes they're too, what's the word? They're too by the rules. As crazy as that sound, I don't want to go down that route, but that's the most. I think that's one of the most important things. Your team has to be bought. They have to buy in on you. You have to be endorsed. Get your team to endorse you. That honestly is more important than your skills. Facts. Because I've seen people with all the skills and they don't go nowhere. I mean, I've seen people they're better than the managers, knowledge wise, that know everything, that can do everything, and they don't go nowhere. You know what I mean? Because they burn their bridges to the team. You can't burn your bridges if you want to move up. That's a whole nother topic, because you don't let people like, you can't, you know what I mean? You're not letting people walk over you, you're not letting people do weird stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, you get what I'm trying to say. You need your team to endorse you. So work on that. Yep, you're welcome, Rico. Pat the Gamer says, I feel like more people at Amazon leadership wise, the easier it is to get promoted. Not just, the more you know, but the more that endorse you, the more that the more that are behind you. Literally, let me see. For one of my I don't know if I can say that. There was a person on one of my promotions. I was really overstressed about preparing. They said, SB, you're good. I'm like, what you mean I'm good? Like, I mean, what you mean? Like, man, not like that, but I was like, yo, with the preparation and he said, SB, you're good. And it was to the point where I was like, what you mean? But I didn't say that. You know what I mean? Because I kind of knew what he mean, but it's like, he don't really mean it like that, do we? I was good. But anyways, yes, it is very important about who you know for sure. And not just who endorses you. Because everybody knows it's politics at Amazon, not just Amazon. All these companies is politics. So everybody, honestly, it's so politics in most of these jobs, you don't even know the real them until you work under them or you're working besides them. Facts. Most of these jobs is so political, you don't even know the real them until you work beside them. I've seen people, all the jobs I've worked at, when you're way below, you're looking up and it's like, man, super dope, amazing manager, super dope, this person. I want you, like, official. Then you get right under, you start to get near them. You like, oh, oh, snaps. Like, he becomes a whole, like, you see the real them. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But definitely got to get the team, know them for sure. But the thing is, you have to get them to buy into you. They have to buy into you, which is endorse you. Pat the Gamer says, I mean, I can't wait to have vacation next year. Oh, got you. When I'm typing in chat on my phone, it tends to not let me finish what I'm trying to tap. Oh, okay. Yeah. Trust me, I'm the same way when it comes to that vacation, fam. I already filled it out. I put in my vacation. Then I went to my manager, was like, hey, you see the vacation request? He was like, oh, no, I didn't see it. I was, oh, snaps. He requested it. I made sure I'm good to go. So I'm right there with you. I'm about to have like 18 days off. I believe it's 18. Yeah. I think I'm about to have like 18 days off. I'm gonna do a vlog on it. But yeah, I'm about to have like 18 days off. That is gonna be amazing. It's needed. You feel me? I've been working like a madman. It's needed. But That's a nice that right there. That's a vacation, that's needed. Gives your mind time to rest, gives your mind time to reset, gives your body, well, my body not finna rest. I'm finna be in this gym. I'm finna be fasting. Like I'm finna be doing the most, but that's not what needs the rest. My mind needs the rest, so my body is good right now. Um, hold on, we got a comment real quick. Let's see. What's going on with you, fam? Bro, I've worked for Amazon for 3 months and I get a write up. I didn't even know it. And my manager didn't know as well. I got a write up about my AirPods, my PA application still under consideration. Snaps. Um That's a that you know what I mean? That sucks just because I know they try to use the write up when it comes to, moving up, but hopefully since it's already in there, you should be good. I just wouldn't bring it up if they don't bring it up. You feel me? Like if it goes through and you get that interview, psh, don't bring it up, and they're not going to ask you like, "Hey, do you have a write up?" They're not going to ask you that. But this is the main thing. This is why I be telling people don't be wearing them things. And most people wear them because other people got them. But the rule do not apply to everybody. You feel me? Just being honest. The rule applies for who they want it to apply to. You know what I mean? So um first off, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. But I'm glad to hear that you already got it. You already got in there and it's already pending or under consideration. So hopefully that goes through. Hopefully you get that position and kill it. But man, everybody definitely we got to be careful with that because like I said, the rules is not for everybody. It's for whoever that specific person wants to apply it to. And that's the sad truth. And that ain't even just with workplace, that's in life. How many times me, have I got pulled over for something and I got a ticket, but I come across this person, one of the homies, one of my friends in the workplace, they're like, oh, I got pulled out. I've never got a ticket for that. I'm talking, I had employees who said they got pulled over drunk and the cop escorted them home. ¿Qué? No habla English right now. ¿Qué? You feel me? I don't even understand that. But anyways, but with your situation, fam, I'm saying, what did your manager say? Did you he said, do you think it'll affect my application? I have no clue. I've never been behind the scenes on that. And the people that I know that have that answer, I never asked them that question because I just never was in that predicament. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I would try to ask your manager or just wait till it plays out because you don't know who's on your side and who's against you, who don't want to see you get that. That's the thing, man. These jobs moving up the ladder, you really have to be careful because let's say because I'm pretty sure somebody that don't want you to get that position, that they want somebody else to get it. You got to be careful with even that information of you having a write up because if somebody now knows that, even though because nobody was checking for it, right? So let's say you're already in the process, nobody's checking for it, and you end up getting it, boom, you ride off in the sunset with your new position. But if you asking everybody, or not even everybody, you just ask a few people, a few managers, what if one of the managers don't want to see you? They want to see their people get on or their friend get on that's going for it as well. And they now escalate that information of your write-up to make sure it's seen. You know what I mean? So be careful with that situation. If it was me, I wouldn't even ask. I would just have to just see how it plays out because what good the only good that's going to come out of you asking somebody or in the building, of course, not I'm not saying you asking me, but the only good of you trying to get an answer inside the building, only good that's going to come out of that is you now have a for sure answer. That's the only good thing that can come out. There's a lot of bad that can happen. Like I just said, a perfect example. What if it wasn't on the radar? I don't know how it works, like if it is already on the radar, I don't know. But imagine if it wasn't, and then one person hears it, and then they escalate to make sure it's, you know. So if it was me, I wouldn't even say nothing about it to nobody. I would just see how it plays out. That'd be my situation. You said you got it 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean that's how I would play it out, man. I wouldn't say nothing. I'm gonna have to just see if I get it or if I don't. That's how I would see. That's how I move. I moved in the warehouse. That's just how I move in general. Because in the workplace, you don't know who's real. You don't know who's really for you and really against you. And then sometimes it may be people that's for you, but if it somebody else that they're for as well, they may be for them over you. It's tricky in these workplace atmospheres. I would just keep my head down low and see how it plays out. Um, Man, like I said, that sucks, that you got that right up, but man, that's why I always try to tell people play by the rules, even if the whole floor, everybody else is doing it. I ain't doing it. Me, nah, because I know I got people watching me, even in my current position. I'm not even trying to move up. I'd be chilling. I just do my job and that's it. But there's people, they just don't like me. Not a lot. I know there's one that just don't like me. Why? I don't know. It could just be for the way I look. It could be for 100 things. But just gotta, you gotta be careful how you move, man. That's why when it comes to the rules in my workplace, I'm not breaking them. If everybody else is doing it, I'm still not gonna do it because it may be one person, one of the managers who may feel some type of way of anything about me and get me for it instead of everybody else. Turn a blind eye to everybody else because I did it. I'm getting a write up for that. Or not. I mean, I want to speak that over myself, but you know what I mean. There was a time where, okay, this is the thing. I was almost in your situation when I was going on the away team out here in Arizona. I was at LGB3. A new manager came in. I was a PA. Everybody knew me. Front half, back half, boom, right? And he did try to give me a write-up. Now I think about it. He tried to give me a write-up. That write-up would have affected me to go on that away team. I wouldn't have moved out here to AZ, wouldn't have a brand new home. It really would have messed some stuff up. But it was a lie. But the thing is, this dude was watching me. I kid you not. He was watching me so hard to the point other employees came to me, was like, SB, the manager's literally standing around the corner, peeking, looking at you, right? And I laugh like, oh, really? Why is that? I have some guesses that I can take. But I don't know. But guess what I had to do? But I was already in that mindset. I always follow the rules anyways. I was never the one, because I was a PA. I wear my earbud because I was a PA. I be on my phone because I'm a PA. I'm walking around. Nope. The other ones did it. Other PAs be walking around on their overtime days, do what they want to do. Not me, because I knew it can be for. I knew I can't do that. You know what I mean? But one of them tried to get me. This manager literally camped around the corner and watched. And he I didn't even know he gave me a write up until my manager was like, "Hey, you got a write up?" Or somebody trying to, it was like pending or something like that. He said, somebody trying to give you a write up. I said, who and for what? This dude tried to give me a write up and said I took my mask off to talk to somebody. One thing I do, I keep, like, when I saw that he was watching me, at that point, my mind went into recorder mode, as in I'm tracking everything I'm doing to a T. He don't even know I know he's over there. So as I'm working, I'm just recording myself, like making sure, I'm on point. And I'm always on point. But so this is what happened. As I'm stowing, I got a drink of my water, take my drink. I take my mask off to get my drink and then put it back up, continue stowing. That's all I did. But he tried to use that and say I took my mask off and talked to somebody. Whole point that I say that is, you never know who's watching you, and the rules do not apply to everybody. So you got to be careful. I got to be careful on how we move. Everybody is not equal in the workplace. Sad to say, we are not all equal. People get treated differently in the workplace. The rules get applied differently to certain people in the workplace. That's a fact. That's a blog right there. We are not all equal in the workplace. Let me write that down. I've experienced that personally. That's a fact. We are not all equal in the workplace, fam. Especially when it comes to that freedom in the workplace. Listen, don't do it. And I'm saying this is not all for you. I don't know how to say her name. That's why I didn't say her name. Was that Malmeth? This ain't just for you. I'm just saying this is a general for everybody, because especially AirPods is a big thing. Cell phone use in the warehouse is a big thing. And I've had a lot of people come to me like the same thing. A lot of people say, SB, I got to write up for AirPods and everybody else be wearing them. Fam, we can't move. We can't move like everybody else. This is bigger than the workplace too. This is in life. You know what I mean? The rules don't get applied to everybody, you know? So anyways, I think you know where I'm coming from. Pat the Gamer says, I agree. I haven't taken off since last year. I know, Pat, you need a vacation, my dude. You've been putting in work, my dude. And hopefully, you know, after peak season, that's usually when slots open up again, interviews and all that stuff. So I'm hoping, Pat, you get that promotion and you get it. You deserve it, my dude. Been working hard. Rico says, I hate to say it, but earpods policy, bro, just like safety shoes. It's safety, so that's why it concern leadership. But here's the thing, Rico, and you're right. That's the thing. You're absolutely right. Rico's absolutely right. Nobody's supposed to be wearing them things, right? But this is the thing. There'll be a lot of other people who wearing them, so somebody else think they can wear them as well. Oh, everybody else got them in. We must be straight. Just pop them in. All of a sudden, somebody come around the corner, got you. You ain't supposed to have that in. And they like, well, everybody else got them in. I didn't see everybody else. I seen you. When in reality, they didn't want to see nobody else, but they wanted to see you. That's not how it is all the time, but it is a lot of the times. Like I say, the workplace is what I say. I wrote it down. It's going to be a vlog. We are not all equal in the workplace. That's a fact. So we got to play by the rules, no matter who else is not at all times. Wax says, how do you even know you got to write up? Probably his manager probably told him. Maybe that's what I'm thinking, because I didn't know. There's a time that I'm saying this thing happened to me. I didn't get the write up because my manager was like, nah, this ain't going through. My manager, you know, like he was like, he's crazy. And this is the thing. The manager tried to be the one who's sneaking, trying to get me a write up, watching around the corner. Why he tried to befriend me afterwards when he knew I was a PA? And it wasn't just when I was a PA, when he knew his boss endorsed me. See, that's the thing. He didn't know who I was. And I'm not like I was somebody, but when it came to respect, I was very well respected on my shift and the other shifts. And he didn't even know his boss was behind me and was trying to help me get in position. So after he found that out, oh, guess who came to my station trying to be buddy? Nah, bro, keep it going. I kept it politically correct, but I kept it real. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to laugh. I didn't laugh. Has that ever happened to you where somebody try to laugh in a joke and you sitting there like, I did that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just not good at being fake. You know what I mean? It's not about being fake. Because I can be very politically correct. Look how I handle the page. You feel me? I don't say nobody's name. Like I had seniors hit me up about my page and be like, yo, PC is on point on your page. I'm like, man, good looking. But politically correctness, I can do that. But it's like, nah, man, I'm not with the fakeness. I'm not with the games. You feel me? Like, nah, I'm not gonna sit here and be your friend in the workplace if you're a crook. I'm not gonna sit here and be your friend in the workplace if you're a wolf. Nah, you can go that way. You feel me? I'm not with that at all. But I say all that to say that's that's how I found out. I found out from my manager. And I think that's what the same way he found out as well. But it's like why are you trying to be I hate the fakeness in the corporate world and moving up the ladder. I hate the fakeness. It's a whole lot of it. Like bro tried to write me up and then be my friend when he found out his whole team. I'm on front half. He was on back half. His whole team was endorsing me, and he all of a sudden want to come and try to be friends. Why be fake? Why treat me different now that you know my backing in the warehouse? Why treat me different? Why? That's the thing. And that's why some of these managers are trash, not just in Amazon, in general. A lot of managers are trash, and it's because of the way they treat people. They don't treat people the same. You want to know how I was taught to treat people? I was taught you treat the janitor like he owns the place. I was taught you treat the lowest person as if they was the greatest person. That's how I was taught. A lot of these people they're trash. And I've never called nobody trash, but I call that they're trash managers because that's the word. Like That's not cool to treat people different like that. And it sucks because we have a lot of that, not just at Amazon. They at Amazon. That's a fact. They've been it, but you're gonna find that everywhere. A lot of people are not equipped to be managers. Facts. Trash managers. Because it's nothing worse. Like that's like, imagine how that feels. Imagine if I didn't have a strong mindset and I knew a manager was hiding around the corner trying to write me up. How would I feel? What if I was dealing with stuff in my life, all type of stuff? We're not going to use me. Let's say there's somebody, dealing, they just lost a family member, they depression, all this stuff in real life, and then they got their manager hiding around the corner trying to get them a write up, like, for no reason. Anyways, yes, trash managers are managers who don't treat people the same. You're a trash manager. That's a fact. That's like a zero tolerance for me. You don't treat other people different, especially like respect wise. You know what I mean? Of course, we're all respect wise. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You don't, nah. That's a trash manager. And the reason why, because you can really affect people's livelihoods. That's the thing. There's people who lost their job because a manager treated them differently than they treat other people. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. That's life. Bro, I'm gonna wait until I bring your comment up, and I got something to say about that. Oh, my bad. All right. Wax says, how do you know? Okay, yeah, we answered that one. Alex knew was good. Fam says, how can anyone not like SB? Believe it or not, fam, the person that I know why I think one of the reasons, actually, I don't know why, but listen, it was, I talk about it on one of my vlogs on the corporate side. Bruh, this person, it was at corporate, right? Beginning of my shift, I open up my laptop, but I don't plug. We got screens in corporate, like bigger screens over our little screen. I didn't plug it in yet because I was doing YouTube stuff the night before. So I knew I had all my vlogging stuff up, 20 windows. I was like, let me close all that first before I put it on the big screen. Bruh. First off, as soon as I come, that person comes right next to me. Because there's a group of people, there's some people behind me. So I'm just sitting there like, so I don't say nothing. But then that person goes right behind me. My dude, I know, listen, I'm just very aware. So as soon as that person went behind me, I was like, here we go. Because the first thing I thought, they're going behind me to see what's on my screen. You know what I mean? And I know, be like, man, you paranoid. No, you feel me? I'm very aware. It's slow. It's scary sometimes. I'm very aware. I knew that was the case. So the person walks directly behind me, and I have my AirPods on, right? But I do this a lot. So if you see my AirPods on, be careful. I have my AirPods on transparency mode all the time for a reason, because people think I'm listening to music. No, I'm listening to y'all. You feel me? Especially in the workplace. So many times I have my AirPods on, not even just workplace. I go into the store, my AirPods on, transparency mode. But so anyway, so the person goes behind me, it's in transparency mode, right? This is what I hear. I hear the person whisper, why does he have that on his screen? You don't know how quick I took them AirPods out. I said, I turned around and said, oh, what was that? Woo, she starts stuttering. Remix. You feel me? It was Remix City up in there. Oh, what was that? They didn't think I was listening. Oh, no, I heard you. So basically, they tried to walk around me, and only thing I had on my screen was YouTube, and I was closing out the tabs. Whispered, why does he have that on his screen? Trash. You feel me? That's a trash person. Why are you sitting there trying to target me at work? Trash. It's just like, because those are the type of people that get people to lose their job. Why? And not doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? So anyways, it's sad, my dude, but it does happen. It happens, fam. And Alex, I got that's one of this week's vlog. It's called, I don't want to say the name of it just because But this week, Alex, tune in. I'm actually talking. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this, but not me though. But you'll get it once you see it. It's basically why. I'm not gonna say the title, but it's basically how people will hate you in the workplace. Certain reasons that will cause people in the workplace to hate you, and you didn't even do nothing wrong. I'm talking about that in this vlog. It's a good vlog, so be sure to listen to that. Because I've had to deal with that. I've had to deal with that. You know what I mean? And it can be some of the things you can't control. The way you look, you become a target in the workplace. Crazy, but it's a fact. You know what I mean? The way your influence can cause somebody to hate you. You feel me? I've seen it. I've experienced it. That's on one of this week's vlogs. So be sure to tune in. If you guys are tuning in right now, you haven't hit that like button, be sure to hit that like button real quick. It says, I learned it. Many guys wear them. See, it says, and you are right about people. I became a PG after 2 months, and a lot of people was telling about me, but they never beat me on productivity. I'm always on top. I'm telling you, fam. I'm telling you. Hey, so fam, what's that? I want to say your name. I just can't pronounce it. I'm gonna say BA. Mammoth? Is that Mammoth? Not even Mammoth. That's Malmeth. BA. You listen, tune into this vlog I'm doing this week. And I'm talking about this. That's what I'm talking about. That's a real thing. It's sad, but this is why you have to be careful how you carry yourself in the workplace. You know what I mean? You have to. You have to know your surroundings. What do I mean about that? How can I say this without being so blunt? You kind of have to know your surroundings, meaning you have to kind of know what type of people you got around you. You know what I mean? I'm very aware of who's around me. Like that, the girl who was hating on me at work, I was very aware of what was around me. That's why I was on point with everything. That's why I didn't plug it in. And that's why my thing was on transparent mode. Because there are times where most of the time I'm listening to something, mostly a podcast. And then once I see my surroundings, okay, I see this person, mute, transparency mode, and I'll still be nodding my head. I ain't listening to nothing but your voice over here nodding. Know your surroundings. But what I say, because I'm making this a vlog, but it goes back to this. We are not all equal in the workplace. That's a fact. The rules don't apply to everybody. It applies to who they wanted to apply to at that moment for that person. So, if you have people that don't want you to move up, or like you're saying how you was a PG, right? You got after 2 months. You don't think people was hating because of that? You don't think people felt envy because you got it that quick? I know some of them did, because I was in that same position. So now you got that envy, you get that hater that sees you moving up so fast. Oh, you can't do nothing wrong now. You definitely can't break the rules, because now you got so many eyes on you trying. They are now trying, like me. The lady came behind me to see what was on my screen. Why? Trying to point something out to get you to knock you down for whatever the reason is. They just hating on you, the envy, jealousy. They just don't like you. They may not like the color of your skin. They may not like the hat you got on. I don't know. You feel me? Whatever reason. That's why I always tell people, you have to play by the rules. You have to play by the rules. Even if everybody else in your department is not playing by the rules, you play by the rules. That's just the way it goes, because that's the way it works in life. You got to play by the rules. Oh, officer, my whole family, my friend over here, he got 10 windows the same way as like mine. Or you ever pass by a cop and it'd be 3 of y'all who flew past the cop, but for some reason you the one that got picked every single time? The rules ain't, listen, play by the rules, man. Play by the rules, fam. And I say that because I say that to myself. Trust me, if I wasn't aware of my mindset wasn't like this, I would have got knocked off before I was a PG. I had haters from the gate. Not because I'm not somebody great. I'm not none of this. It's just, listen, as soon as you excel past normacy, out of that normal area, somebody is not going to like that. Wait a second. He's trying to elevate more than anybody. A little bit. Just go a little bit out of the normal. Somebody's not going to like that. So you have to play by the rules because they will try to get you on that. Wax says today my rate was so high they let me use my they were trying to set you up, Wax. Not playing. He said today my rate was so high they let me use my phone. I feel loved by my crew. That's deep. That's what's up. See, now that's a different situation. If your manager says, hey, you can use your phone, can no other manager hold you against that? Nah, my manager said boom, boom, boom. Now it's on the manager. And honestly, no offense, the manager shouldn't do that because then they would probably get in trouble. But yeah, if your team comes up like, yo, you can use your phone, you feel me? I'm still not, I don't trust you. I'm gonna look at him sideways, like, yeah, all right, you feel me? But Wax, shout out to you, man, for killing it over there. That's what's up, my dude. Good stuff. But be careful though. Be careful. Wax, my manager, was giving me a feedback, and I asked him to see all my feedbacks. Dang, so he didn't even tell you. You had to ask. Then he said, you got a write-up. She was surprised too. It's a cold game, man. Cold game. Listen, I got to do that vlog. I was supposed to do that one a while ago. These the corporate ladder is worse. I don't want to say it's worse than the streets because the streets, it comes with, death is the end in the streets. So that's bad. But when it comes to like, yo, people would do you dirtier than the streets climbing up this ladder. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I'm talking big smiles, white teeth. You know, teeth was white, big old smiles, the big promises. While they lying, stealing your stuff, I'm telling you, these corporate ladders, cold. Better wear some gloves. Better wear some gloves climbing up this ladder because it's no joke. Not all. It's not all. Definitely not all. But it's enough. You feel me? It's a nice amount though. Look, and Rogue said, be careful with your job. People, especially during times like this. That is a fact. That's on the vlog that I'm talking about as well. Times like this. Play with somebody's job if you want to during this time. Play with somebody's job if you want to. No, don't. I'm not even going. Just don't do it. Because even if you're trying to tell on somebody because you don't like them, right? Imagine people know who told. If this ain't the time, but I got a vlog this week is coming, and this is a part of it as well. But yeah, that's a fact, bro. Be careful with your job, people, especially during times like this. Listen to this man. He's speaking wisdom. That's facts. Wax says, I'm still protected though. I have not been there for a month. Oh, okay, nice. So you're not even at the learning curve and you killing it. That's what's up, Wax. Good stuff. I plug this little thing in. What time is it? All right. Okay, we almost hit that 2-hour mark. Let's go. You feel me? Rogue says, bruh, I do the same thing in my job. I put my earbuds on transparency mode. Can't be bruh. I'm telling you, I do that in life though, too. I definitely in the workplace. Let the senior come around or I'm listening. You feel me? Like, not all the time. I'm not gonna lie. It's just when my radar goes up. I'm very, what's that word? I have discernment, strong discernment. I can't remember a time where I felt something and it was wrong. I got strong discernment. So you feel me? My spidey senses start tingling. We going on transparency mode. You feel me? That's a fact. But like I said, I was going to say that I do that in real life as well. I'm at the gas station, transparency mode. You know what I mean? At the store, sometimes in the gym. It's rare because I love my music in the gym, so my music is on in the gym. But if my spidey senses start tingling, what's that? Tingling. Transparency. Let me see what they talking about real quick. Why do we got to do that? You feel me? Like, why do we have to do that? You know, crazy. Downshift says, "What up, SB? What's good, Downshift? Good to see you, my guy. It has been a cool minute since I've seen you on here." Says it's been a minute working hard on my plan for financial freedom. Let's go. As soldiers of God, we'll be much more useful in the world when we own all of our time and money. Bro, that's my biggest challenge right now. My walk with the Lord versus this job, it's been conflicting. You feel me? And the job been winning. It's been hitting my prayer time, been hitting my time in the word. That's a fact. That's one thing, I'm consistently always trying to balance, and it's challenging. So no, you're I hear you on that, my dude, for sure, for sure. But good to see you tuned in. And everybody, if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that like button if you ain't hit it yet. Oh, hey, Giovanni. Shout out to Giovanni. What's good, my guy? Good to see you. Good to see you tuned in, fam. Envy is our biggest enemy as a human internally. Man, envy it's a big thing. It's a dangerous thing too. It's dangerous. It's dangerous what people will do when that envy hit they get in their heart towards you. Dangerous. Gotta be careful, especially in the workplace, in life in general for sure. But in life, you can you can go home. The workplace, you got to be around each other. The workplace, that envy is one of the most toxic things. I talk about that too. I got two blogs. One of them that says, what is it? The toxic side of moving up, climbing the ladder, or Amazon, something like that. Then I got one why I quit climbing the ladder. I talk about that on both of them. But there's one that I did, the toxic side of Amazon. I think that's what it's called. But I talk about that envy. I've seen some people turn different. they turn different when they envy somebody in the workplace, and it's cold with what some people will go to. You know what I mean? I just posted a short before I hopped on here, and it was talking about what I put on there. Like, is it? Oh, the higher you go, is it more corrupt the higher you go up, or something like that? You know. But the reason why that corruption be happening because of envy. That's a fact. Gotta be aware. Gotta be aware. Pat the Gamer says, I feel like my OM doesn't like me at all. I miss my OM. They were amazing. They're amazing OM. It sucks they left. And yeah, and I hear you on that. Yo, OM is very important to getting into that PA position and AM position for sure. AM and for the PA, your OM. For that L4, your OM and the senior too. They don't be playing about who they let into them salary roles. That's a fact. They don't play. But you feel me? You continue just to be you, continue to politic, and you don't be fake or kiss butt or nothing like that. But you know what I mean? Play your role, and let them know you're there to help, and you won your other OM over to get behind you, to endorse you. You can do the same. You got this, Pat. But just do you though. Don't let that. You got this, my dude. You got this. More opportunities. The AM opportunities. Let me see. My bad. Downshift says Amazon is a microcosm of the world. Microsm. I don't know that. My bad. Of the world, but I know what you mean. You have to use the same wisdom to navigate Amazon as you would the real world. That's a fact. I believe that too. But yeah, that's a fact. That's true. I'm telling you, the workplace is one of the coldest places. You would think, because the thing is, it just be so many people fake. And not all, yeah, fake. You got a lot of fake people there, but then you have a lot of, as Giovanni was saying, that envy. So you have people, not really. You just have a lot of people who are willing to do whatever to move up. That's the thing. That owning your own development is great in one side, in one hand. In the other hand, and a person who wants to develop and all that stuff, it'll be great in their hand. But some people become monsters in their owning their own development, meaning they'll steal ideas, they'll lie to this person, false promise this person, smile in this person's face. They're just using them to help. Even for me, it's all selfish. You know what I mean? So then they can gain the success, claim the success, and then they get that promotion. That's what I'm saying. It's cold climbing that ladder. You gotta have your gloves on. You gotta have your filming your snowsuit because it gets cold. That's a fact. Says, thanks, bro. It's my first job, and I start seeing the real people's faces. Your videos make me aware, man. Man, that's what's up, fam. Glad it could be it's beneficial to you. Yeah, man. It's all we gotta move different. We got. It's just a way that you gotta move, especially. It's just a way you gotta move. But glad you enjoy the content, my dude, and you got this, my dude. Keep killing it. Continue just to, continue to be aware. Play by the rules. You know what I mean? Even if play by the rules, because you never know. But you got this, my dude. Wax says, yeah, I did notice someone following all last week. They even parked right behind me, and I felt spooked. I started parking my car far away. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta definitely watch that. That's I don't think I've ever had that. Somebody follow me. That's deep. Be careful with that, fam. Christopher Lee was good, fam. I'm on a break, and weed is the only thing keeping me sane. Lee, be careful, fam. I've seen a lot of people lose lose their job for that. So be careful, my dude. Man, you know what I mean? I've never done that, but be careful. Um, Man, be careful, man. You don't want to lose your job over something like that. You know what I mean? But I see what you're saying. Man, keeping you sane, it can definitely be a challenge. It's a challenging workplace for sure. It definitely could be. But man, prayers up to you, man. I hope man, hope all is well, fam. That's deep. But be careful though. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people lose their job for that. Smelling like that, you know what I mean? So be careful. But thank you much for tuning in. Thank you much for the support. Everybody that's tuned in, be sure to hit that like button if y'all ain't hit it yet. Be sure to hit that like button. Where's this little thing at? All right. If y'all haven't, hit that like button. All right. Pat the Gamer says, this is why I can't stay in my current building. I feel you. Have you put in an application to go to a different building? I've seen people do that where they hit that ceiling at that. I'm not saying you're there. I don't think you're at the ceiling, but I don't know. I've never been to your building. I don't know your situation, but I've seen people hit the ceiling at a certain building. Basically, they just knew the people above them was not trying to endorse them, and they ended up getting a promotion at another building. So that's all that does. I do see that turn out for good for certain people. I have seen that turn out for good. So I'm not sure if you've thought about doing that, because then that's where it kind of sucks, because let's say now your drive is an extra 20 minutes to work, you know what I mean? But then it just comes down to if it's worth it or not, When I went to corporate, that's one of the things I had to count the cost before I made that agreement. I was like, snaps. I know it's going to be further, you know what I mean? Like my GYR1 was only like 20 minutes from my house. So I knew I was going to take a hit when it came to that drive, but just due to my situation, I was like, yeah, I think it's worth it though. Wax says, what would you recommend to someone who's been there for almost a month? It depends on where you want to go. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? There's people that don't want to move up. They just want, they just like the job and just want to keep getting paid. So that'd be different advice from somebody who wants to move up. But let's say you don't want to move up to like a promotion to PA or AM. I think something everybody should experience is the away team. You feel me? I'm strong on that. I'll be an ambassador, and then that's also dope too, because then you don't always have to stow every day. You don't always have to pick every day. Yeah, you're not getting a pay increase. Yeah, that's true. but at least now you're just walking around with a tablet watching other people. You know what I mean? And then try to go on to an away team. I'm telling you, that's the best job experience I've ever had at a job. That's the dopest job experience I've ever had at any job, is the away team. So I would definitely recommend that. Start to talk to your manager about being an ambassador. I would talk about that. And if you wanted to move up, oh, you said good worker. If you wanted to move up, start asking them, hey, what do I have to do? What are things that I need to get under my belt to get into position for an opening as a PA, if that's your plan. Like I said, I have a vlog on that where I talk about tips to apply, or 5 tips to help you get promoted at Amazon. If you go through my page, you'll see it in there. I have a few little tips videos. Go check those out. But I think that's the most important one, letting a manager know and asking them, okay, what do I need to do? The reason why I said that's potent and that works, it's very effective, because now there's accountability. Most people would just, I've seen a few different people when it comes to trying to move up. Some people, they take it upon themselves to try to prepare themselves. They don't even tell their manager. They think because they do everything and know everything that helps them. Sometimes it don't. They're like, all right, I'm gonna do a water spider. All right, I'm gonna get palm sauce. All right, I'm gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna do that. Not knowing they needed, they're trying to get a PG prep for 2 months from now. So you could have skipped all that and been, on the list for the PG. But like I said, I think the strongest thing is advising your supervisor you want to move up, and then it's accountability. You want to hold yourself accountable and them accountable, because this is what happens a lot too. Sometimes managers will give people to run around. That's a fact. To give them to run around. Nah, I wasn't. I was like, nah, I ain't. That never happened. But I was going to make sure, try or the best I can, avoid that happening on my end by accountability. All right, what do I need to do to get in position to do this? Okay, you said 1, 2, 3. Bet I'll be back. Month passes, I come back. Hey, here's 1, 2, and 3. What else I got to do? 3, 4, 5. Bet I'll be back. I go do 3, 4, 5, and I pull up again. Hey, 3, 4, 5 is done. By that time, they're like, listen, we got openings coming up next month. You got your resume ready? Nah, don't trip, SB. I got you. I'm gonna connect you with this person. They're gonna help you with your resume. You know what I mean? So, but the first thing is accountability. You need to hold them accountable, and you got to hold yourself accountable. So ask them what do you need to do to get into position. And then, like I said, I have a vlog on that, a few vlogs on that. Just go through the page, check it out. Some good stuff on there. Look at the PAs in the background. No, look at the PAs in San Francisco. Jeff said, go out there and find some more PAs for me. Christopher says, I got the cologne. Chris said, you ready? I got the cologne for the smell. I actually want to send you a bottle. What's your Instagram? I love your content too. Man, that's what's up, fam. I appreciate that. My Instagram, I currently, it was public. I was actually going in on my Instagram. I got to what? Was it 15? No, I got to like 11,000, 15,000, something. I was up there, but I stopped posting on there. But I kept it for, if people had questions or something like that. But nah, here, I'll drop my Instagram, and then you can shoot me a message on there at BMO. What's my Instagram on that? I think that's it. That's my Instagram, fam. And you said you want to send me a bottle of cologne. I'm down for that, my dude. What kind is it? I don't know if you ever mess with my man, what's that? And like I said, I don't be spending money. I'm not even gonna lie, but that Dolce & Gabbana cologne, that's one of the best colognes I've had right there. Anyways, though, be careful, fam, when it comes to you know what I mean, with that smoking, and you say you use that for the smell. Be careful, you know what I mean. Smoking is not worth your job, and there's people. Most people can't tell. Some people still smell it. Anyway, just be careful though, my dude. Just be careful. And I dropped my Instagram down there too. And you said you love the content. Thank you much, my dude. Appreciate that. I just be trying to motivate myself, you feel me, others, and all of us. You know what I mean? We got enough negativity in the world. Everywhere you look, coming to the news, negative. Cut on the music, negative. Cut on TV, negative. Read a book, most of the books, negative. Not playing. So just trying to be a little light out here, a little bit of hope. You mean, yeah, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that for sure. Wax says, good worker, fast pace. I find issues while I'm picking. I can go to a floor and clear it. Yeah, it sounds like you getting yourself in position for sure, for sure. So yep, just do what I said. That should get you started on the right track, man. I am Malik. What's going on, my guy? Good to see you. I ain't been here in a quick. Wait, what you say? ASB haven't been here in a minute. Quick question though: can you go from an L1 to operations manager, and how? Not like L1 to operations, but you can like go from L1 to L3. You know what I mean? You can work your way up. Yeah, you can do that. It's challenging. That was my plan. That's what I was gonna do when I first started my little journey in Amazon. That was the plan, but it's difficult, you know what I mean? But it can be done. It can definitely be done. I think it can be done. It's more possible at Amazon than most other companies, you know what I mean? Um, I've like, but personally I've seen maybe 4 people do it, like it's gonna take some work, it's gonna take some time, but it can be done. And that's the only thing that matters. As long as you believe, you can achieve. You believe it, then it can be done. I've seen it, so I know it can be done, for sure. And how? You got to climb the ladder. I mean, that's the part that could be challenging. That will cause it to take some time. You got to climb that ladder. Um, yeah, if you're L1, you got to get in position for that L3. After that L3, you got to get in position for that L4. After the 4, the 5. After the 5, boom, then operation manager. But like I'm saying, right now, it seems like I'm saying, that's why I'm not doing it. I just don't think this is I think the time from, let's say I'm at a 4 right now, right? I'm at a 4. I'm at a 4 hourly, not salary, but I'm at L4. And I think the time from an L4 to operations would be like 4 years, 3 years. Probably not 4, but maybe it could be longer than that. You know what I mean? And like I'm saying, just because of these times that we're in with this economy, um, I don't know where it's at. You know what I mean? That's why I put my right now. I'm in park. I placed a whip in park right now, just because stuff just look weird. But from an L1 to operations, I think right now you're looking at at least 4 years, at the least, very least. But it can be done. You know what I mean? It can be done. Pat the Gamer says, I plan to hit my 2 years at my site, which is 5 months from now, then hoping for that new position. Nice. See? Yeah. I can see that happening. That's what's up. And then at that 2 years, you never know. Let's say you end up going, for an AM. It can happen. After 2 years, I wonder, I don't know if that works internally though. Oh, it does. It does. You can apply for it once you have 2 years, even if you're L1 and skip the L3. I believe so. Because the reason I didn't do that, I always is because I got my L3 at like 6 months in or something, like 7 months in. So that's why I didn't wait no 2 years. But yeah, if you hit that 2 years, you might be able to jump the L3. But who cares? What even if you still got to go through the L3, who cares? You know what I mean? But that should definitely even stand out even more on your resume. So I'm rooting for you, Pat. You got this. I am Malik says, I'm climbing. I've been doing water spider for a while now, learning doc and working SSD. Right. Same thing that I said, Malik, with Wax, that I was telling that person. Your manager, hold them accountable. You got to go to them. You got to be like, hey, what, professionally. Don't say it how I'm saying it, professionally, but basically like, hey, what I got to do, what things I have to do to put myself in position for this promotion. Do those things, come back, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. You know what I mean? Because then it holds them accountable to their word of trying to help you get into position. But shout out to you, Malik. Good seeing you, my guy. CBK Gaming says, ASB, I have a good idea. You should do like a voice. You should do voice calls on stream. I can actually pull people in. Like, as long as you got a cell phone with a camera, you can just go in your room and cut the light on. I can actually bring people on here. But I did that one time. It didn't go, you know what I mean? Like, it was a little different, you know? So I would have to screen people because I brought people on here afterwards and I know who I'm bringing on. So that's probably one reason why I wouldn't, because, you know, you got, especially a phone call, your face is hidden. Even the dude that I brought on, he was like in the shadows. So I already knew, all right, he don't want his face to be seen. A lot of people get brave. A lot of people talk, you know, act a little different when their face is covered, you know. So that's why I don't think I would do that, because you got some people that's immature. They can't handle that. They'll come on, start yelling something, or, you know, being goofy. So I probably wouldn't, but I might start having guests on again. I know I did say I wanted to stop for a minute just because there was all them layoffs and all that stuff going on. I still think layoffs are going to come, but, you know, I might be open to that, or I think I would be down to do some more, you know, bringing people on. I'll be down for that, especially if it's one of you guys, you feel me, people that's been commenting. I know the names and I remember the icons on here. Like, if one of y'all, you know, if anybody wanted to hop on, I will let them hop on, but just not random people, just being honest though. But good looking on that, fam. Good looking. Pat the Gamer says, honestly, my job application is gamble 4 different jobs, right? Okay, nice. Well, you just got more experience under your belt, fam. I think now, or probably after peak, once you were a little more refreshed, you know, politic, man, not win them over, because that's where you got to be careful. You feel me? People know, you know, the team knows when people are trying to get in good. It's not about getting in good. And that's what I'm saying. Politics is weird, but at least you setting yourself up for success though, having all the, you know, all the knowledge of all these different positions and all that stuff. I'm saying just continue to go down that path. Continue to be on good graces though. You feel me, with everybody. Don't be bitter. That's the thing, Pat. Don't let that bitterness come. It's gonna come knocking. It came knocking on me. You feel me? Bitterness. You know, it tried to come into my heart, but that's one thing. Everybody's gonna hit that crossroads to try to move up. It's gonna come a crossroads where you come to a point, something happens, then you're going to come to a point to where you get bitter. You can choose to go down bitter route. Oh, this person or that person or this situation, or you can get bitter or get better and go down a better route. You know what? Even though, all right, yeah, you know, it didn't go down that time. Next time, it don't matter. I got this. But keeping that positive mindset, you know what I mean? So just be careful for that. And I just say that because I've been there. I've been at the fork of the road where it's bitterness right there, better right there. Bitter, better, bitter, better. I went better. And what happened? Boom. I continued to move up anyways. You feel me? Even though I knew I was sabotage. Facts. I know. And I could have got, you feel me? Like, the fact that I knew it was a fact, I have grounds to get bitter. But who does bitterness hurt? Nobody but me. You know what I mean? So I decided to get better. You know what? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let God handle it. He handled it too. He handled it. You feel me? So, anyways, you know, just be careful. I'm not saying you're dealing with that. I'm not saying you are or you're not. I don't know. I know I did. I know even before I did, I noticed that moving up. I said, it's crazy. The most bitter people here are people who tried to move up. It's crazy. Most bitter people here are the ones who've been here the longest. I'm saying I'm very observant. And that's one thing I was like, okay, I have to make sure whenever, and because I talk, you know what I mean? I observe, then I go investigate. Let me dig deeper. Let me dive deep. You feel me? I go dive deep in the situation. Why is this person so bitter? Why is this person, this associate, first of all, he hates me because I'm killing it and I'm moving up. And all I hear him all day talk about is how he hates Amazon. Let me go investigate. Comes to find out, he was once inspired to move up. He was trying to kill it and all this stuff. But he came across a no. And that no turned into bitterness. And he never let go of it. So he never moved up. But you know what I mean? Once I moved up, he can't, this is a person who I think I've spoken, I think I've spoken about it before, but I remember I walked past after my promotion, just in general, just walking around. This was somebody, yo, what's good? And I seen him around, that was good. He just looked at me, he said, oh, word. Oh, word. Noted. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna spin the block for sure, for sure. Okay, you feel me? I remember I said, "Oh, what?" I'm telling you, man. There's not, like, people show their true colors. So, anyways, um, that happened, but you feel me? I'm working balance mindset. I'm not moved. I'm staying on business. You're not gonna move me. I don't get in my feelings at work. I don't get them out as a human. I'm trying to be moved by my feelings. I try to be balanced. You feel me? So as somebody that I thought was the homie, I'm like, yo, what's good? And then he just blow, you feel me? Just I still carry out my day. I still kill it throughout my day. But here I said, okay, noted. Before the shift's over, I'm finna spin the block. I'm finna go to his station and see what's popping. Went to his station, he was bitter. And I already knew, I'm telling you, I got discernment. I already knew, uh, man, him too? Because I already had a list of people who changed once I got promoted. I was like, man, him too? I was like, all right, well, I'm going to let him be. But at least I just wanted to hit, like, yo, did he not see me? I know he see me. Got confirmation. He was feeling some type of way. Noted. You feel me? I went up to you. Hey, is everything straight? You good? We good? Oh, yeah, no, yeah. All right. And I dipped out, right? A few weeks later, he comes to me and he told me, man, it's just I was feeling some type of way. And then I found out because he was trying to move up and let that bitterness hold him back. So, anyways, I gave that long speech to beware, not just, to everybody trying to move up. We're gonna come across no's. I came across no's. You know what I mean? But we have to be careful of that bitterness. It will take you to a place to where it causes people not to endorse you because they see that bitterness. It causes people not to support you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that for you. I'm just saying in general. That's something I had to deal with. But yeah, we gotta be careful of that. Christopher says, "Have me on. I'm a new picker. Only been working for a week. You the pro. I'm the rookie." Chris, once you hit like 3 months, hit 3 months, fam. You feel me? Hold it down for 3 months. I'll have you on. You feel me? I'm down. I'll pull you on here. You feel me? We'll both be split screen on the thing. We could chop it up. We could do that. I'm with it. Nah, it ain't even gotta be 3 months. Just put up what you at a week. You got to put in some work. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't just that won't, you know what I mean? I won't even feel like I'm a person who's based off of hard. My song got over 1 million streams. Hard work pays off. You feel me? I love work. Not like I love people who put in the work. So, you know what I mean? Hang in there. You know what I mean? Continue to hang in there. Give it a few months, like 3 months. Yeah, I'll bring you on for sure, fam. CBK Gaming says, ASB, I got a question. What does the PA role consist of? Everything. You the real AM. No, I'm just playing. Nah, but the PA, you're the executor. You execute a lot. Staffing, coachings, problem solving, not the position problem solving, but hey, problem solve bucket is way high. You know what's up with that? Well, no, that shouldn't happen. If your AM is coming to you like, hey, what's up with this? It's already too late. In my book, as a good PA, I know I'm the radar. We're the radar as the PA. Oh, snaps. I'm looking. All we're doing is watching numbers. Snaps. My problem solve bucket is crazy high. Let me go see what's up with that. You know what I mean? Then you already executing. You're fixing. All you're doing is fixing problems. That's all you're doing. Fixing problems. You go check that out. And then it may be staffing. That's what I used to do. Like, hey, everything good? I'm seeing the bucket at this, boom, boom. Yeah, so and so went home, boom, boom. All right, no problem, don't trip. I'm boom. I go pull somebody from packing, put them in the problem solve, problem fix. You know what I mean? So you're staffing, you're fixing problems, and you're like, and just overseeing. You do, at least me. I was doing everything my manager was doing. Only thing my manager did different was all the, you know what I mean, all the not HR stuff, but all the admin. You feel me? I was like, yo, you handle that. I was really just running the show. So basically, though, that's the what the role consists of. Your staffing, making anything, um, and problem solving. I'm sure there's other terms that I can use, but overall, that's kind of it. You're like the assistant manager. They call it the process assistant. Is to me, it's like you the assistant manager. They just don't call it that. Mike, what up, fam? Says, what happens if you get a written violation from Amazon? I think it stays. I forgot how long it stays on, but honestly, the first one, I think it just hinders you from getting a promotion while it's on your record, which I'm not sure if it's 30 days, 90, 60 days, or something like that. The thing is, you can't get 3 within a year. It's nothing to panic about. It does suck if you were in a transition to try to get a promotion. Yeah, it sucks a little bit, but I got to write up. Don't let it hold you back. Don't let it make you feel bad. I got to write up. When I, was in the FC before, it's my first month there, second month. I think it's my first month. I got to write up. But you feel me? You just continue to elevate. Be careful. You feel me? Like I'm saying, you don't want it to get to 3 because it could be a final write up. I believe it. Yeah, 3. So just find out, you really deep dive, make sure you know why you got it. So you can make sure it doesn't happen again, and then continue to, move forward. But it's nothing that it doesn't affect you permanently. You know what I mean? Just make sure you make the corrections, and that you don't get more. But I would probably say ask your manager how long it stays on for, because it falls off after a certain amount of time. I'm not sure on that part. I am Malik says, yeah, the secret animosity is serious in Amazon. Not even just Amazon, the workplace, period. Facts. And in life too. It's just in the workplace we got to deal with the same people. So it comes to the surface. But in life, we'll be dealing with it in life. It's just, we may not see them again. You may pull up to the gas station. They see you. You know what I mean? But it's wild. All right, I got 15 more minutes on here, y'all. So drop the questions. Actually, 10. I'm not going. I got 10 minutes. What time is it? I got to get in this gym. But yeah, shout out to you. I am Malik. In the workplace, the animosity, secret animosity, is it could be dangerous. That's why too, you got to be careful about this. Got to be careful, y'all. Got to be careful. Ooh, I didn't seen so much drama and so much stuff that could have been avoided if they just wasn't doing this. And I'm not even talking about gossip, just your personal information, your personal stuff. That some of that stuff just don't need to be in the workplace. It just don't. People think, and you do, you will meet great people in Amazon. Very few, you may even meet like a good friend, a really good friend, but it's rare. You feel me? And it's like, you'll be surprised. Well, actually, you probably wouldn't. How many people just tell their life to the packer next to them that they met earlier that shift? Ma'am, why does this associate need to know that you're getting divorced and 9 kids and on the first day y'all met? You don't know who she is. You know what I mean? Like, the workplace is crazy. And then that person go and tell somebody else. Anyways, though, yeah, man, just be careful in the workplace. CBK says, have me on, man. I've been with the company for a year. No, I'm down. We can do it. Hit me on the gram, and then we can kind of go over, like, because I want to have it, like, even I had C11 on, had Zell on, I had some other people on as well. Had Eddie on. Yeah, Eddie, the learning trainer, had Eddie on. Everybody I've had on, I like to, we got to do it right. Just basically, we want to make sure topics that we can touch. You know what I mean? All that stuff. So if you want to do it, CBK, hit me on my Instagram, um, and I'll hit you up, and we can kind of see, you know what I mean? Like what we can touch on. Okay, what position do you do? So then we can come up with an actual, not a script, but just what we can touch on. So we're not just on here just talking about random stuff. We can do that too, but I want to make sure we have something down to go off of. You know what I mean? But I'm with it. I'm with it. What's your favorite benefit at Amazon? Personally, the school tuition. That's what's up. Um, my my favorite benefit at Amazon right now, because I'm in corporate. So the first thing I have a hybrid work schedule. So I work from home half the week. That's my favorite benefit at Amazon right now. Um, After that, um, I don't know, man. I've been fighting to not to still to always look at the positives of the company, because corporate is different, fam. Corporate is different, and it can cause you to get negative. So I've been fighting that negativity off. Um, but I think my hybrid schedule is what I like right now. Um, Other than that, and I'm not even trying to be funny, I can't really think of like, um, yeah, I guess my hybrid schedule. That sounds kind of sad. I can't think of nothing else. The overtime but that's a love-hate relationship, because I don't like doing overtime, but I love, you know what I mean? Like I'm saying, I'm doing my stuff with the Lord. So I'm putting money towards certain things over here, and the overtime really allows me to put money in the places. So that's always a benefit. But for you, the school tuition, that's what's up. Yeah, take advantage of that, fam. That's what's up. First write up. Okay. So who said they had to write up? Oh, Mike. Mike Luke. He got you right here. He said your first write up at least 30 days. All right. That's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to say it and be wrong. So I think we're gonna say allegedly. It sounds right. This sounds right, but still check up with your people in your building so you can know for sure. But this sounds right. First write up 30 days, second write up 60 days, third write up 90 days, possibly termination. Facts. And then what we gonna go by is just no more. You feel me? But understand why you got it. I don't think you stated it. Like me, I didn't understand. I was like, wait, hold on. Why'd I get this? And even the way I got it was I wasn't supposed to get it. That shadiness in the workplace. I wasn't even supposed to get my write-up, but I got it. Um, but you know what I mean? Understand why you got it, and make sure you understand it so you don't get it again, for sure. Thanks for that good advice. I'll definitely ask my manager for sure, for sure. But I think he's right on that though. That 30, 60, and 90. Pat the Gamer said, did I mention my wrist started hurting again? Damn, they didn't put you on light duty. But see, that's what yeah, you want to be careful with that. You don't want to permanently injure nothing. So Pat, man, be careful with that, Pat, for sure. CBK Game says, SB, I should have took that vlog about dating in Amazon seriously. I'm telling you, bro, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. You feel me? I think a lot of people thinking that same thing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, that can be detrimental. For sure. But with that being said, y'all, we at 2 hours and 38 minutes. Oh, wait, hold on. Malik just dropped something. Malik says, your health is always worth more than any job, any paper with the president on it. Facts. That's true. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Be careful, especially if you injured already and then it's starting to hurt again. Be careful. Be careful, fam. But y'all, we're going to wrap it up for tonight. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button one time. I am going to be dropping some more vlogs. I'm starting off as a slow pace because we still in peak. You feel me? I'm not trying to hurt myself, but already have the next few episodes written out, or mostly written out, plotted, all that good stuff. So We will have some vlogs up this week, at least one for sure. So y'all be sure to be on the lookout for that. Hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button yet. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you don't hit that subscribe button yet. And I hope everybody have a blessed week, man. I hope all y'all have a safe week. Be safe out there. It's crazy out in these streets, so be safe. Other than that, man, it's your boy SB. We're gonna be live again next Tuesday. Wait, no, next what we next Thursday. So be sure to tune in. Sir Breeze. Oops, my bad. I almost hit that. Sir Breeze says RIC1 in the house. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to you. Rogue says good night. And with that, everybody, I hope y'all have a blessed week. It's your boy SB. Let's go. I'm gonna catch y'all next Thursday. Let's go. And thank y'all.